favorite?
Final episode is fantastic, but what was the one where first meet like Vicious in the church?
Oh, that's like
That like
where he has the dream about the first time he died when you see Vision.
Yeah.
That's like 7 or a little later.
Yeah, that's the first. Yeah, that's like season 1 or like Ep 7. Yeah, definitely my favorite. And then the final 2 episodes.
That and when the ahead of their time, like that trans dude on that men only planet.
Yeah!
Those
That
2
was a really
episodes
good
were sad as hell.
Oh
That
man!
was an awesome episode.
The combination of those 2 episodes, that little starry arc, was really good.
Wait, which one was the one with Perot LeFou?
That's episode 20. That's my favorite episode.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh my god, that was. Oh, love that show. I'm telling you, Yoko Kanno, the composer, like she did all of that music. She did the music for Macross Plus. She did most of the background music and the ending song for Samurai Champloo. She did the Gits,
really?
Ghost in the Shells. Yeah, she did Ghost in the
She did
Shell first series
Esclafone.
and second.
Esclafone. Come on, can't forget about that.
Yes, I'm just, she's
Series was
amazing.
okay.
Can you
Movie was
imagine?
dope.
She did
You imagine
Esclafone, Wolf's Rain.
Ghost Rain. She's
Cried
like
through the whole thing.
Ghost Rain,
That
and
shit
I will
was
never
so
get
sad.
over that ending.
It just got like more and more depressing as it went.
It just did. I was like, oh my god. I'm not gonna give anything away, but it's so well done.
Wide.
It's so good though.
Kiba, Doughboy. Ah, man.
Hey Josh,
Aye.
would you be able to look at my character sheet and tell me if I put the Heartbreaker information in correctly? Because I don't know if I did it right.
Take a look real quick.
Yes, I did.
I mean specifically like the damage stuff. Forgot to ask this last time.
Oh. Let me just tweak that, because you just put that in magic bonus if it's a +1 item. Damage
The
down.
Thor beard. It's much too big a compliment for the fuzz that's growing here. I appreciate
Meow
it.
meow. I still can never get over Kat Dennings trying to pronounce meow meow.
Mew mew.
It's meow meow.
Mimi.
It's probably the best look at Malekith we're gonna get, but that shit was pretty funny. Meow meow. I mean, that movie was so bad I totally forgot Malekith was the villain inside that one.
Alright, your Heartbreaker is set.
Alright, let me log out of this game so I can focus.
Focus mode.
Thank you.
So, last time on Otren, after dealing with King Snur and dropping off the ambassador and the previous Shushupaninkian leader, you very quickly took chase after the other ambassador who had been sent out, the messenger with the gold runestone.
Wait, who got the current runestone that we got?
I believe the red runestone. Yep, that's right. It's embedded in Jin's armor.
Oh, right.
So, along with the Heartbreaker given to Rain, and also Kingster accepting some of the others there for the craftsmanship of his much more magnificent hammer. Also, everyone leaving is him being a cloud giant would have stifled the situation in the giant's court. He gave swift chase towards the messenger, and after a good amount of time on the road, you finally camped down for the night. Early in the evening, Lorna, the Medusa, had started attacking the party on tales of from her den mother of a horrible event where you are killed in your sleep by the no other than the very suspicious Kuposhak. After this was brought to light, and realizing where Ku was and detonating part of the land of where he was, scorching him, you saw a new competitor step out onto the battlefield as he introduced himself as Fletchrahat, the Harbinger of Gemini.
Harbinger of Gemini. Harbinger of Gemini. I gotta write that down.
We're like the dangerous of to us.
So, as after he does introduce himself, just like Kuposhak, but except without sundering his body in such a way, you actually do see flesh start peeling off from him and forming whole new figures. As he gets ready, you see 4 heads emerge from his chest as his rib cage cracks open, and humongous wings emerge from his back.
Gross.
At this point, from hearing the snap of bones and the twists of what sounds like metal, and the tendons start to writhe and wriggle, you see that each head emerging from his chest actually separates from his body, as well as the ribs themselves on his back separate and crack, snapping loudly, as a new face emerges along with the wings from his back.
People.
It's not very cash money.
Mm-mm.
With that, you see his allies join him on the field.
No. Ah.
Hey.
Ah.
Great. This is gonna be
Have
great.
we like officially started combat?
I mean, we did take initiative, so
Yeah.
assume yes.
Ah, okay.
Throwing down these boys' initiatives.
I was gonna pre-action in action.
Preemptive
I
fire.
mean, I think we were already in a fight when we stopped last time, because
It is correct.
I seem to have cast Scorching Ray, and there was a blood spear.
Oh, that's right. Because we were attacking the Medusa woman.
Yes.
Yeah, yee.
Oh, Baby Driver's an amazing movie.
Yeah, and then somebody sync the whole intro to Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Just grabbing these boys' pictures real quick. So you can enjoy
Those
them as much
creatures
as I do.
look like zombies.
Hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Josh, can I just ask?
What the
I know this happened on first watch. Were those of us who were actually like laying down? Did we at least get a short rest, or?
Yes, you would have gotten a short rest.
So does that mean our health kicks back up or stays the same?
It stays the same unless you spend hit dice.
Okay.
So
Which we get back every long rest, right?
You get half back every long rest.
Oh, so you probably have some, right?
Hit dice? Mine?
Yeah, you get half back every long rest. And we have what, 6 or 5?
Holy shit, that's humongous and gross looking.
Ugh.
That is not appetizing.
What the hell?
Is he really that big? Am I really the size of like his kneecap? Like,
No. That's what they look like.
okay. Gross.
I'm upset.
I feel like you get pleasure in finding the grossest and scariest looking things to put on our boards.
You're damn right. Alrighty. So, the first one.
Question.
Correct. Yeah.
Calling my armor, would that be a main or bonus act?
Bonus action.
Nice.
Alrighty. So this first boy. He's got a tough choice between Ramus or Jin. Because they're equal
What?
distance. That or Dia.
Don't you dare try to hurt.
Uh-oh.
I have your back, Jin.
Going to try.
Yes, because you're literally behind me.
Yes. Hold up that shield a bit higher.
As I hold
Yeah,
that
look
shield
out!
covering the pretty face.
Are you using your two-hander, though?
Saki, that's a bottle of alcohol. Stop cuddling with it, you little shit.
Saki wants Saki.
He wants some fucking rum that he's not allowed.
He's a
Is
pirate
it a
at heart.
Jamaican cat?
Arg.
Alright, so the first creature, the long tendrils that reach out from its back and the claws, try to swipe at Dia, but she manages to glance it off her armor.
Good job, Dia.
She's going to immediately reply. 2 out of her 3 strikes land right in center mass to its chest. For a solid 20.
Dang.
This one is going to come greet
Saki!
Jin. As it starts
Wow,
lurching
rude.
over, you can see that there are no eyes to speak of. Just twisted sinew, flesh and bone.
So I can't tell him to look at me because I'm the captain now?
It's true.
Damn.
He wants those eyes. Those special eyes.
Wait, it looked like... How many were there? 4? It looked like 3 before.
No, it was 4.
No, I think
I
there
don't
were
know.
3. I think you should get rid of one of them.
No. You know what?
You should definitely get rid of one of them.
They split in 2, and they now multiply to 8. Oh, this
Yeah, shit.
one missed both the tanks as well. It slaps against your armor, trying to reach in and grab onto you.
That shit slaps.
This one is gonna come greet Ramus. With a... Well, first one is a 22, the second one is a 17. So, I believe that will hit you.
19 AC.
Yep, so 22. Heavy bludgeoning damage. And it grabs onto you as it starts sliding a tendril into your armor. You feel these strange suckers start stabbing into you, trying to pull blood essence out of you.
How much damage, or is it just a grappling?
It's just grappling you for now. And Fletch will just step back, pick up Ku under his arm, and just watch the battle commence for a moment. Aiden.
All right. Question becomes, how do I want to help my friends? Now, I have a question about this Rothheim man. Would you call him a man, like a person, or would you call him a monster?
Definitely a monster.
That's unfortunate. That's deeply unfortunate. How about this then? What if strength checks are different than attacks using a strength weapon? Yes.
When making an attack, if it's a strength weapon, yeah, it would be strength.
So like an enhanced ability to strength would give advantage on attacks.
Yes.
All right, then Jin is going, or Aiden is going to grasp his staff and press it against the back of your arm, the head against the back of your armor, Jin, and you feel warmth spreads into your limbs, and you feel stronger as Aiden enhances your ability.
Very nice.
Yeah, so you get Bull's strength, advantage on all strength checks, and your carrying capacity doubles. So you're very strong right now. He's also going to step back a little bit after doing that.
Alrighty.
Just a little bit of homo, yeah. I mean, this is my brother.
just a little bit. Yeah.
Just a healthy amount.
Alrighty. So this creature that broke free from Fletch's back is going to lie over to here.
Ah.
The heavy beat of its wings. And it's going to screech. So.
Tell us, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, word.
So, alright, I need Jin, Aiden, and Ramus, and Thalos to make wisdom saving throws. DC 13. Well, I make ones for DS.
25.
That's my stat.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
How
wisdom?
does that not, like...
Damn.
Dig it.
Oh, wait, hold on. I guess now's as good of a time as any, since we have 2 inspiration points. Can I use one to reroll?
Yes, you can.
F yeah.
Good shit.
Been hoarding those for a reason.
Now is the time to be using them.
Oh, the GM is happy that we're using our resources. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Alrighty.
What was that just flickered in the corner?
I was refreshing the Medusa sheet.
To add the extra Medusas to the page?
The 8 extra Medusas. It was a trap the whole time. No.
No. Cheers.
nothing but tears. Which I can publicize this one because she's an ally. Alright, she will make it as well. So far, yeah, only Dia has failed.
Do the other demons have to roll?
They do not.
Okay.
Alrighty. Gotta pull up that chart.
It's not very cash money.
I don't like it. It's not cash money.
Wait, there's a Medusa? What? Oh, wait. Wait. I come back to this shit?
Alright, so Jin, would you like to roll me a D100 for indefinite madness?
What?
Whoa!
For Dia.
Do I have to? Oh, wait, for Dia? Okay. D100?
She rolled a 6.
Wow.
Wow. I think your
That's less
sister
than a 10.
suffered. I think your sister suffers this madness because being drunk keeps me sane. That's her madness.
So her being
madness
drunk
is
keeps her
alcoholic.
sane?
Yeah, you made her into an alcoholic.
I didn't make her into an alcoholic. She did that her own damn self.
Family secrets are just pouring out now.
Don't
Oh,
get
God.
screamed at.
The
Hoaz.
madness.
Hilarious.
Alrighty. Over to Invincible.
Invincible about to throw
Why do you
down.
call them invincible when you can't see through them?
Gotta bring up Invincible's shit. So Invincible is going to go full speed to this Medusa chick.
Isn't she on our side, kind of?
She's on our side. She's on our
Is she?
side.
For Kuposhak.
Wait, is she
She's
on
the
our
one that
side?
told us about Kupo.
So why am I? So wait, who is this thing?
Oh,
That's
that thing.
That's a flying
Screechy
horror.
thing.
That is a flying horror. Okay, so I need something to get hit. All right, so he was over here. No, wrong horse.
No.
But there we go. So there we go. Invincible's gonna come to Dia's rescue, and at full speed he's going to hit that ugly looking creature with a trampling charge.
Alrighty. Roll a strength save for this bad boy. He will natural 20.
Wow. And
The hoof, or well, yeah, he would not be knocked prone.
nope. But I could still make my hooves attack, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So,
That was barely miss. So,
Oof.
or actually, no, that wouldn't be advantage. So it would be the 8. So yeah, that would definitely miss. Unfortunately, it's this
why is he
creature.
at advantage? Yeah.
Because if he knocks the target prone, it would be advantage.
Yeah. I forgot I had it on advantage. I should have just moved them up 5 more feet, give him that fucking advantage from D.
So, as the Invincible collides this creature, it quickly latches onto him, doesn't get dragged under, and holds onto the front of Invincible's neck with its tendrils, trying to make sure it doesn't get stuck underneath his hooves. Thalos.
Oh.
All right, Josh. Quick question for you. Summoning the fire sword counts as a bonus action. Just wondering, is there any way I can summon it and strike simultaneously? If I were to put my hands at this and just summon the sword to sort of like blaze up through it, could I count that as a bonus action, or would it just be summoning the sword and my action would be striking it?
It would still have to be summoning the sword and then striking it.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. In that case, my main action, I ranger up in my symbiote armor, and my bonus action, I'm just going to grab my fire sword and prepare to fight alongside Invincible and Dia.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, but I also say to the Medusa, "You're on the same side. We must fight together." And that's it for me.
With that, Shield, I agree. There's too much here to worry about you. Ramus.
Alright, first off, I turn into a fucking were-tiger.
Hey.
Oh, how do I change it again?
If you right-click yourself, you can choose a side, and then...
Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, that's +1 AC. And then I use a bonus action to roll fucking Tonopar and armor up.
Oh shit. Alrighty. As you do see the hilt flare up, you can hear him immediately whisper, "There is flesh to be consumed."
Yay. And that's 3 more AC. Do I still you get to use my second attack? Or
Unfortunately not, but you are now beefed up to hell. So, assuming that will be all.
This thing's still attached to me, right?
Yeah, he's still attached. Yeah.
Oh shit, do I have to re-roll?
Don't worry, I'll add you. There you are.
I mean, can I do anything else? Like move?
Currently, while he's holding you, you could try to move. It would just be contested strength. Because he's going to try and hold on for dear life. You can tell he's intent on not letting you go.
If I can't really do anything besides move, I'm like... Yeah, I'm straight. I'm gonna chill here.
Alright. Nira's gonna jump down from her horse.
Why didn't she ride the horse over?
She doesn't want them to get killed like last time.
Okay, fair enough.
You still need them. I'm gonna charge this boy. She herself is learning new tricks every day. With that, I should have one more. Alright, 2 of those definitely hit. She comes barreling down onto this creature, slams 2 huge chunks of chitin off its body. But as you look at it, you just see what looks like shadows just bleeding out. There is no blood.
Oh, so is that thing controlled by the little puppet master down there? If we get rid of him, we get rid of this thing?
It's very possible these things did emerge from him. So this guy. Oh, there's one free target. This comes over to rain.
Lovely.
Okay. try and slap you with his claws and tentacles.
Ooh, fun.
See, I don't know where this is going.
God damn it.
So the first one's quickly smacked away, but he'll quickly come in and grab you with his other one for 25 to hit you, and for 8 bludgeoning, he grabs you, Rain, as you feel the claws dig in and start piercing some of your flesh.
Lovely. I get how much damage?
8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Alright. Jin.
Well, it is safe to say that this one in front of me is in my way.
A little bit.
So I am going to attack the one that's in front of me.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Ouch.
You have advantage on all attacks because you have enhance ability on you right now, so you can reroll
Oh,
that.
do I?
Yeah.
And you got double strength damage. So, I'm trying to remember. Your strength mod is 4, I assume?
My strength mod is 4, yes.
Alright, so you that definitely hits, and I'll tack on the extra 4 damage, because your strength modifier damage doubles from that.
Alright, so should I roll for damage then?
Yep, because you definitely hit
Alright.
him this one. Alrighty, a solid 21 damage there.
That's just one attack.
And with that, you can see as you splinter bones and sinew, there is blood that actually spills out from this one. It splatters across the ground and starts evaporating into smoke.
Ooh. Can I inquire if this is some type of undead fiend or anything?
For this, you know for sure that these are aberrations.
Aberrations. Alright.
From the abyssal planes, for sure. They definitely do not have any tendencies of that are fiends or demons.
Okay.
They are
So,
monstrosities ripped forth from the abyss.
With that knowledge, I am going to use my extra attack to try to see if I can finish it off.
Alright. That definitely hits. All that damage.
Alright.
Damage.
Jeez. Alrighty. So, with another solid 17 damage, you slam the pike straight into his chest and just... As it falls down, you can see him start evaporating into shadows now.
Alright. And then seeing that my sister is in quite some danger, I am going to tactfully make my way over here to be on the
Yay.
opposite side of Ramus to help a brother out onto my sister's in dire need. And I will end my turn there.
Alright.
No dancing longsword.
That is
Oh
bonus.
yeah, that's right. I have a bonus action.
Yeah.
And I whistle for my dancing longsword.
Booyah.
Saki, be quiet, Saki. We can hear you.
I want the sake, damn it.
Sorry.
That's okay. He sounds like the baby he is.
It's adorable.
If you would just stay
Uh,
off the sink.
And then to help Ramus out, I would swing.
Oh! Roll that damage.
All right, and here we go. Wow. Critical fail on both of those. Who's right there?
Jesus.
Does that loosen it up at all?
It looks like its attention is now going both sides as the other tendron's sitting on you trying to grab you while the first one on its right shoulder is holding you. The left one has immediately turned its attention towards Jin.
Much for a critical fucking hit. I just made my heart hurt. Ow.
I know that pain, brother.
Teleport
Oh,
one.
shit. Rain. Sorry about that. It seemed to click over.
Dang. Okay. I have a question. This the Harbinger dude and Kuposhak, are they standing next to each other?
Kuposhak is passed out with a very grievous back wound, and Fletch has picked him up and he's holding him under his arm.
Okay. Okay. I want to swing at the little fuckhead who's holding my arm. With my heartbreaker. Do I have like do I have both like my hands available if he's like burping one of them? Like can I still swing and
you can still swing at him. It would just be a disadvantage because he's holding you.
Bastard. Yeah, I'm gonna swing at him with my heartbreaker. Please.
Oh, gee. That still hits him anyway.
Great. Right in the face. Yeah.
Alrighty. So he's like trying to
I'd
hold
like to
tight
side-
onto you, just fucking smash him, and you hear the crunch of bone as his face actually divots in a little.
That's great. I can still use my spiritual weapon, right?
Oh,
'Cause it was
shit.
already out.
It's still a
I
bonus
made the
action.
call.
It would make an attack immediately as you call it anyway. It's been traveling with you the whole time. I just left it there because you wanted it.
Sweet. So I can use it to attack this little golem motherfucker?
Yes.
Okay. Would I just click on it again then? I always get confused as to casting it and doing damage with it.
It should still be the same if it's marked into your attack bar.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, that definitely hits.
Great. Wait, why didn't it do it? Oh, okay.
Alrighty, another 4 force damage. As it crunches into the side, you can hear another as a rib cracks inward. Starts bleeding shadow up the side.
That gives me joy.
Alrighty.
I have my turn.
Alright. Knight Fervor. He is a knight. Is actually going to ride over. Get that sweet advantage on the flying horde that is trying to terrify everyone and drive them to insanity.
Give me a second, I gotta check my windows. It's raining really hard.
Solid 20 damage as he starts chopping off pieces of chitin of this creature with Nira. Lorena is... Let's see... She's going to make a longbow shot at the flying creature. Which definitely hits. Which she finishes that one off indefinitely as it falls down. The chitin shatters as if it was just made of insects. And then you see the pieces crawl away into the dirt.
So he was a better bowman than sword. Why didn't he do that in the other fight?
Medusa, the bow person.
Oh, I thought it was Emerald Knight. Walked away. Sorry.
No. Then she's gonna turn and fire at the one next to Dia, which definitely takes it out. Falls down, starts evaporating into shadow. At this point, she'll shuffle along the tree line just to get a better view of both of them. And then Dia, looking like she's stressed out of her mind, but still keeping her focus, will immediately come over and start trying to smack this one. One will hit, but the two others go a little bit wide as she is quite visibly shaken.
Can she aim for the tentacle that's holding me?
That's what she's going for. And unfortunately, with very minimal damage is not enough to remove it. Alrighty. This guy. Since he's going to try and make one smack attack with his tentacle towards Jin and fail miserably. But since he's still holding Ramus, he's going to start trying to siphon your life essence. So go ahead and make me a con save, DC 11.
With +3 because of her mace.
You're kind of out of distance,
Yeah,
just by 5 feet.
Oh, really?
20 feet.
Damn it. Oh, and then D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond started having a heart attack.
So,
There.
15.
Alright. So you'll only take half damage from this.
It's about to be like 40 damage.
So you take 5 damage. And you start to see some of the shadows remeld and new sinew appear.
I'm like that thing.
Alrighty. So, Fletch. He looks very amused at this whole demonstration. Let's see.
I hope he knows he's a baby back bitch.
Alrighty. So let's see. Debating on which one. It's always the hard part of spellcasters. Oh, he's actually going to just simply do a very high-level hold person. So 1, 2, 3 for the first ones, and then because they'll be off at Chitten's side. Actually,
If it's not directly to me, can I use a reaction? Or
if it's not directly to you, you could still use a reaction if it's something to do with spells. Alrighty. So it's gonna be Dia, Thalos, Ramus, Jin, and Nira for this one. So he's gonna cast Hold Person.
He can hold this dick.
So,
Dave.
let me double check. Yep, Wisdom saving throw DC 15.
Yay for wisdom saving throws. Do we still have advantage on these since some shit?
Oh yeah. Do Jin and I have advantage?
You should still have advantage on these because of your ranger stones.
Well, that sucks for me. And apparently I got a high wisdom. I never knew that.
Nira's. Well, hers would be a 6.
Wow.
Oh,
So,
she is paralyzed as well. Because it would be. Dia is paralyzed. Alright. So, Jin, you would be paralyzed as well, as you are held by the hold person spell. Ramus, you are fine. Thalos, you would be fine as well.
I have 1,000 IQ question.
Yeah.
Even though I'm paralyzed, my dancing longsword could still take his action, right?
While paralyzed, you do not have an action or a bonus action. I know, it's very silly. Paralyzed is a very hard slap in the face.
Just a bit.
Is it just Jin and Nira?
Jin, Nira, and Yi. Alright. And then, with that, he starts walking over this way, around Rain, towards Lorna.
Great.
I'm going to sword fuck this guy when I get a chance.
Alrighty. Aiden.
Aiden will raise his staff and then bring it down on the ground and cast Dispel Magic. Jin, leave the monster behind. Stop him. And Jin, you feel the magic lessen around you, unless he casts it at a higher than 3rd level spell. Question mark.
So he had to cast that at 6th level.
Okay, so I will make
16.
an ability check. DC 16. Nope, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Alright.
Alright, never mind. Shit. 6th
Gesture
level.
was there, buddy.
Eternal screaming.
My body might be paralyzed, but my voice isn't.
It's true. Still making.
Fuck you, evil dude.
So he just looks over in your direction with a huge smile.
Oh, if Wild Shape was a bonus action, man, shit would be different.
Who's paralyzed right now?
Me.
Jin, Nira, and Yi.
Dude. The ones with the little on my neck and my back icon.
My pussy in
Oh,
the
that's
crack.
funny.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that's hilarious. I like those icons.
Like Bowser on it.
It's hella cute.
Will that be all, Aiden?
Yes. Yes.
Invisible. Don't worry. I will help you, brother.
Can Invincible charge me and break me out of this paralyze?
He would not be able to break you out of it.
Tell him to knock
Damn
this
it.
thing off of me so I put lightning on my sword.
Let's see.
Because the only way to break is that it would have to be the end of your turn, or if Aiden can dispel it, but at a 6th level, it's a little bit hefty. Not out of
It's
the
a
range, but
strong cast spell. The shit
So
hit the
Invincible
roll.
is gonna run wide over this way, right? And then turn and come over here and trample this thing right here. That's
Power
hindering Ramus.
alright, it needs to make another strength
And he's
save.
going to try for a trampling charge.
Right. Barely beats it with a 16 as he holds on to everyone for dear life.
So he's going to take a chance and move that thing down.
It's Invincible's favorite treat.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Alright, well, that is unfortunate.
Alrighty.
Damn it, maybe I should have gone wide more with Invincible and get advantage with Dia. Fucking hell. Keep missing this with Invincible.
Yeah, you've got 60-foot travel speed, man. You got fucking feet to spare.
Oh yeah, you could put him. I didn't think about that either.
That
This is the
was
second time with Invincible I fucked up.
the fire sword is ready.
He's conjuring a spell. Give him a minute.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you say Thalos. My bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay. So seeing how many of our. All right. How's this sucker look?
It looks like he was hurt initially, but then he started siphoning life off of Ramus.
Okay, cool. All right, first attack, I'm using my bonus action to hurl my blood spear and try, like, right into where the tentacle connects to its body. So I'm getting it into him, but I'm also trying to sever the tentacle that's in Ramus.
Alrighty. So targeting the tentacle, go ahead and make that attack.
Oh, wait, actually, hold on, let me just make sure. And I get an advantage, right? Oh. No, because I'm not in the thick of it, huh? All right, cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, because it is distance. If you did go around, oh, that definitely hits anyway. Roll damage.
All right, so it's gonna be blood spear plus. Oh, sorry, not the healing because I didn't kill him with it, but it's also plus my spore poison damage. Since I'm all spore rangered up. Alright, so that's 11 and 3, 14 points.
Very nice. He looks horrifically wounded after that, and you can see he grabs onto his shoulder where the tendril was for a moment as it starts to literally evaporate into shadow and vanish from Ramus's body.
And Ramus is free?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Alright, well, with my movement, 30 feet, I'm actually going to use my boots of leaping and striding. I'm actually going to hop clean over the fray, since there's more than enough folks there. Come down on this guy here with a slash from my fire sword.
Alrighty.
Does that hit?
That definitely hits. Jesus. Alright.
And wait, and plus spore poison.
Alright, with that, you actually are able to sever the tendril that's holding Rain currently.
Yes.
With
I
that,
didn't. We must find a way to free them.
It turns and looks at you with utmost savagery as it has the one tendril left.
Just wheel this sword around out of attacks, but, you know, intimidatingly.
Alright.
That's it.
Ramus.
How's this thing looking now?
It is looking very badly hurt and kind of in a panic now that it's surrounded without any way to feed off of someone.
So I take the first swing just to see if it comes. Oh, twice. Sorry.
And that definitely hits. This Rotonapar sounds everly excited.
Still standing. How's it looking?
With that, it's immediately felled, but instead of evaporating to shadow and dissipating, you see as it turns into shadow, Rotonapar eats it, and it is siphoned into the sword.
Oh, fucking
Like a-
Rotonapar.
Elric's longsword.
And immediately after that, you hear him, there is still more nearby.
Whoa, question. How come my armor didn't eat the one I killed?
That was my sword.
Yeah.
Oh, aren't we like forged over the same type of gem shit?
You are, but you are still missing your weapon.
Ah. Wait a second. My sister has my weapon.
Nope.
No, he didn't have a weapon on.
The red one, you were informed by King Snur that it is probably still in the fallen castle. Over
Ah, okay. I thought Heartbreaker was the weapon.
Nope. Heartbreaker was the extra one because he enjoyed the fact that you gave him ambassador slaves that were ruined.
Oh. So what did I get for almost beating him in an arm wrestling thing? Just good gesture?
Good gesture, owing him a favor, but also getting the gem.
Ah, okay. That works.
Will that be all of us?
Potion is a bonus action?
Yes. Motion,
Can I-
it's a bonus action for yourself. Because I do like that rule. Bonus action for yourself and action to feed it to someone.
Can I, because I still have another attack, can I, like, forego that act to do another act? Like, another bonus act?
Unfortunately not. It's already part of an attack action. If you're trying to pull something out, you do get a free action to pull something out of your bag.
No, I want to know if I could enchant my sword and chug a potion.
Unfortunately not, because you already made the attack.
Alright, so then I make my way to this.
Alrighty.
Do I give her advantage from here, or?
One up. There you go.
Alright, bet. And then I swing at him.
Oh, that definitely is. Roll that damage. Oh, seem swiftly and without mercy, you come right around and stab this thing straight through the chest as it was turning to Thalos after getting its tendril chopped off. And you see it as well immediately get drunk into the blade.
Ooh, I have enough space. Make my way downtown and use my claw bonus on this dude.
That is enough to hit. As you smack him.
See my wolf fang fist?
Tiger Fang Fist.
You want no match
Okay,
one,
Yamcha,
Tiger
calm
Claw
down.
style. So, as you smack him with that, he just drops Ku carelessly to the side and readies his own claws excitedly. It's been a long time since anyone dared approach me with such vigor.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. My sword is going to eat you.
Nira's gonna try and make her wisdom save. Not even close. Jin,
Yo.
gotta make that wisdom save. It's a unfortunately.
Do I have to?
It does eat your entire action, unfortunately. That's the biggest pain in the dick about paralyzed.
Hey!
Hey.
There you go. You are free. But
Wow, they
unfortunately,
spent third level.
Stretch
spell
my
point to do
arms and scream, I am free!
unfortunately, that does eat your action, but you are.
But it doesn't eat my bonus action.
It does. It's at the end of
Fuck
your turn. Alrighty. Rain, your brother is free.
My internet just kicked off.
Oh,
All sacks. Sorry.
you're fine.
Can you like go back to me?
Yeah. Hello?
I mean, we can wait until your internet comes back.
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't
I
mind.
don't mind.
Yeah. My Lustrana game's over, so we got all fucking night. That's if you can handle going for a 12-hour game session.
I cannot.
I
Yeah,
have
no.
12.
Yeah, I know, I'm just fucking. I think out of all the time I've ever done D&D, I've done one 12-hour game session, and that was a Christmas special that me and my friends planned out heavily for.
You guys actually succeeded? 12 hours?
12 hours straight.
Holy shit. That's impressive.
There's a lot of
That
dead
really
players by the end of that. It was a
Oh,
one-shot.
was it like a one shot?
Yeah. We started with 6. I was the only survivor. And that's because at the very end, the fucking fighter got eaten by a vampire. And I fucking cuboforced to safety as I jumped into a waterfall and cast it to survive the rocks at the bottom.
I have internet. Interwebs.
Interwebs.
Huzzah!
Alright, so it's just this dude down here left this man.
Yep, and he dropped Ku for the moment since Ramus came up to attack him.
So like who's on the floor?
Yep.
The Ku skin, more like.
You're not sure.
Oh, is he like dead?
It looks like
No,
he
he's
might
knocked
be
out.
dead. Yeah, he looks like he's breathing very shallow, but he's still breathing.
Wow.
You could tell Fletch was had the intent of probably walking off with him for a moment.
I would like to. Can I like skim around Kupo Shack and end up over here? Is
Easily.
that- Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, because you're just
I'd like to.
be sure. There. Yeah,
Does that? Okay, that still counts under the 30 thingy.
easily.
Perf. So I'm gonna swing my heartbreaker at this dude.
Alright, you have advantage.
Sweet. Sweet. Would that land?
That definitely does land.
Sweet.
Alrighty. So you slam the Heartbreaker into his back. You assume that you would hear the crunch of ribs, but disturbingly enough, you hear what sounds like the echo of a hollowed hall of metal as it smacks into his back. Just
What the fuck? Okay. My spiritual weapon can only attack, right? It can't do any other.
yeah, it just can float up and attack, unfortunately. It can't really manipulate anything.
Okay.
It's a force of positive energy from your god.
Am I able to pick Kuposhak up and move? Like, get him away from glowy hands over there?
Yeah, you can easily, free action, like shuffle him behind you just so he's not being picked up by Fletch again.
Okay, do I have to do any kind of, like, athletic, thing for that, or is it just...
It's just a free action because he dropped him on the ground and Ku's only fucking,
Awesome. So
like
I
3'2",
want-
so he's like nothing to you.
I want to pick up Kuposhak and pull him back away.
Alright, so you tuck him away from
Yeah.
Fletch.
Yeah, so he's, like, behind me. And And I think I'm gonna call my spiritual weapon closer to me. And I would like to... Okay, I'm not gonna attack with that yet. Can I like prep spiritual weapon for like a reactive?
If he approaches Ku to punch him.
Yeah.
I'll
If
allow
he
it.
tries to approach me, then yeah, sweet. Alright, so can my spiritual weapon kind of be on standby? Smack him in the face if he tries to...
Yeah, his
grab
spiritual
the
weapons
weapon?
hovering over Ku, who's defenseless right now, just to keep Fletch away from him.
Yeah. And I end my turn.
Alrighty. And Fervor. He's gonna ride on up. Could take a multi-tank, yeah. Fletcher on it. Both will land. For a solid 20, damn. Good damage there. Lorena. Let's see. She's gonna take 2 shots at him from a distance.
I kind of forgot about this check up here.
One will miss. And oof, the other one does very pitiful damage as it plinks into his chest, but then falls out. Dia's gotta try and make a wisdom save. Oh, it does not, as she's still stuck.
Get it together, Dia.
At this point, those who are surrounding Fletch, you start to see that his rib cage starts to separate. The bones, or what you would assume were supposed to be bones, starts showing through as they start folding out to almost like metallic spider-like legs. His throat opens up like it was cut long ago and starts bleeding, but the blood turns into shadow. At this point, with a wicked sneer, he looks to the rest of you. And he starts lashing out as if he were just becoming a feral wild animal for the moment. So, first one that Ramus. 22 to hit you, which will scrape off your armor now that you've thankfully beefed up. And then we're on that Fervor.
You. Not you, him. You're alright.
So he will manage to strike Fervor. For 11 slashing, and then 6 fire. So 17 damage total. Oh. And then Fervor needs to make me a wisdom saving throw, as his eyes seemingly glass over from the bright embers that they were. Thankfully, he's resistant to fire because he's a fire ganassi anyway. So, alright, that's DC 16 wisdom save on that. And he will fail as Fervor becomes frightened of Fletch. It's very clear that his mind has been darkened with horrible visages as he starts screaming out in sheer terror at the sight of Fletch. And then, as his body's turned into more of a metallic spire, like with the mists and smoke obscuring parts of his body, his head stretches out wildly, bending over backwards towards you, Rain, and is going to try and make a bite attack towards you.
This guy's very creepy.
Yeah, you should probably stop reading the Lovecraft before he goes to battle.
Alright, so he'll miss that as it plinks off your armor. And then on the very last part of his moves, his lashing shadows will try to smack everyone nearby him. So I need Fervor, the horse, Ramus, and Rain to make dexterity saving throws.
Like getting smacked back.
For the magic part, I assume?
Oh, is he not like
This,
trying to push us off?
yeah, he's trying to hit everyone around him with a lash of shadows. So, and then Rain, just go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw if you're there.
Me?
Yep, it's a DC 16, which Ramus thankfully made.
Oh.
Alright, so Ramus, you are perfectly fine. Everyone else is going to be taking this damage.
Can you guys not kill him before it's my turn? I mean, do what you gotta do, but you know.
Alright, so as these horrifying visages that start pouring out from his rib cage, they start grabbing onto Fervor and start crawling into his mind. The horse as well. As you all take 31 necrotic damage, and especially with you, Rain, you see one that looks almost like the shadow of a child and makes you remember the mines back long ago with Pelgrim.
So, am I dead?
You are not. You are knocked out. You are reduced to 0. And so is Fervor. Fervor.
Lovely.
As the horse and Fervor fall to the ground.
Or a horse.
I died.
No, you just went nap.
Yeah.
I like naps.
He gave you the papows.
So usually the best naps right after the papows.
So after that, he starts turning towards back, full attention towards you, Ramus.
Does he have more? Get the fuck out of here.
No, but that's
Okay.
it. But the only thing he says is the head kind of starts to swivel back into position. At least your strength still stands true. I did.
Alright, let me see. How far can I do this?
Oh wait,
30 feet.
God damn it!
Mm-hmm.
It's too late for a reaction.
I'll allow it since it's not full into Iden's turn yet.
I blood curse of the fallen puppet on the horse to double kick. I'm dead serious.
Alrighty. 2 hooves attack. One of them will hit. 7 bludgeoning before the final throes of the horse death.
I like smile at it. Well, he probably can't see it under the helmet, but I chuckle.
Alrighty. So, 1 death throw from the horse. Alright, now Iden. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up 30 feet towards my boy Jin here, and then Iden is going to call out in Druidic for his companion, and in a burst of fire right here, his wildfire spirit is going to appear. Could everything within 10 feet, meaning just this guy, make a DC 18 dex save? Or take 2d10 fire damage?
In what range?
Just the back guy.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
Dex.
He definitely fails.
Alright, nice. 4. Only full. But, Aiden is going to command the wildfire spirit to run over here, and because I recently got a thing called Enhanced Bond at 6th level, I can cast fucking Healing Word, which is a bonus action because I can cast it from the position of my wildfire spirit. So Rain, you're unconscious and a flaming cat runs over and rubs itself on you, and you're gonna get some HP back.
Purr.
Warm snuggles. Saki's part of the game now.
You get 14 HP back
Sweet. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
because of that, and the extra 8 comes from my where is that ability? Oh no, that's Enhanced Bond. That's it right there. Yeah. You get 14 HP back, Rain. And that is Aiden's turn.
Alrighty.
What you doing down here?
Invincible.
Yay, invincible.
Next to the orc tank.
So, where's Invincible at? Come on, Invincible. You are going charge this dude over here and protect Rain. Go to your square, Invincible. And he's going to try for a trampling charge on that dude.
Alrighty.
No.
He does get a 17, but you do see that his legs dig into the ground. Even though he looks frail for a caster, his monstrous strength tells another story.
So Invincible is going to try his hand at hoofing him.
That definitely hits.
Kick him in the.
All right. And Invincible is going to kick him in the junk. If he has junk.
He kicks it. There's no junk.
It was worth a shot, though.
It does
was worth
hurt.
the shot.
It's still a tender area for legs and everything. But he looks a little more disgruntled than he is falling off.
All right, and that would be Invincible's turn.
Alrighty. Fellows.
Sorry, I was on mute. Okay, I make it look as if I'm going to come charging this way, but I just sort of lunge in that direction, and I actually cast just to throw him off. And I summon one beast of rating 2, I believe. I think it's an Allosaurus.
Oh god.
Fucking dinosaur.
Yep.
They went Jurassic Park up this bitch.
Oh shit.
So as I run at him, or I make it look like I'm running at him, I actually just duck down and summon this thing to, like, take my place and charge in at him. And, with my bonus attack, I hurl my blood spear right at this guy's face.
Alrighty.
Let's do it. Choo-choo.
Tag team Dino.
We really are the Dino Rangers.
So this guy.
And it does not hit.
Unfortunately, not.
Okay, that's fine.
And then strength save.
So my Allosaurus attacks. Let me know when I have access to the sheet.
Yep.
All right. Actually, as this thing comes bearing down on him, I will use my movement and move here.
You should have control of the Allosaurus now.
All right. Allosaurus comes charging in. And it's going to go for its ram attack, hoping to do a knockdown.
All right. Just get a 25 to hold his ground. That is a very good roll. Fucking Christ. Alright.
Oh, sorry.
Still make the...
Did you say he holds it down? Or?
Yeah, he holds his ground. Still make the bite attack, I believe.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that barely misses as it chunks down onto a piece of flesh, but immediately meets a part of metal bone.
That is absolutely fine. It's an active distraction. Hopefully he didn't see me, like, move to a new position, but that's it for me.
Alright. Ramus.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Started blasting. Oh, it definitely fucking hits. God damn. Start chopping off metal chunks from his ribs. There's a few less legs now.
How's he looking?
Very bad.
I go for the neck.
Alright, with that you go for the neck. Even with the fountaining blood and shadow, you still manage to get a good solid rip right across and add more scarring to his already messed up throat. I will return for a rematch with you.
You gotta get out of here first.
Alright. Mira, unfortunately stuck. Her wisdom is not great. Finally makes the DC. Breaks free from the fucking spell. Finally. Delacroix.
That's his eye. So, I am going to charge in and protect my sister. And I am going to pull my pike and start stabbing.
Stab, stab.
You still have advantage.
I know.
That just hits.
Alright, so let me roll for this damage.
Alrighty. How do you want to do this?
So I want to take the pike and I want to first slash it on his leg so he loses that wobbly balance that he had for sticking his feet in the ground. And I'm going to have Invincible back it up on him with that big horse ass. And I'm going to take the pike and then just like stamp it through his head.
Alrighty. So he falls to the ground, sundered. The eyes start to leak and turn black. You see him raise one finger as he lays there on his back. And you see a small bead of light start rising up from it. And the last of his breath as he starts to bleed out and the shadows merge with the ground once more.
Can I stick my sword out to try and get in?
You immediately slam the sword into him and starts drinking into Fletch as he smiles. Even as Rotonapar is drinking his essence, you hear him mumble, "Time's running short," as the bead of light starts getting a little bit higher every second. Aiden, you can see this clear as day from across the way.
I'm sorry, I had to take my headphones off. Saki was in the sink. I missed the last thing that happened. That's my bad.
Upon his death throes, you saw his finger raise up and one tiny bead of light rose up. It sparks in beautiful, almost ember-like state.
How high is it?
It's about as high to your chest right now. It seems
More like a sparkler or more like a Roman candle?
more like a Roman candle.
Okay.
It seems to be moving very slowly upward.
So I am going to jump and grab onto him and kind of smother that light. This is some Goku shit I'm about to do right now.
Like, is his hand still out there, or
No, he got
just-
drunk by Rotonapar.
can it take the light too, or no?
Nope.
That's like magic.
It is definitely magic in origin. Alright, so Jin, you jump onto it, you feel it, it's burning hot. It's red hot.
Yes.
It is
Yes.
some form of fire, definitely, as it hold onto it.
Yes.
Can we try and like toss it in one of that random bag of holding we?
No, I can absorb this. I feel it in my heart.
Can I
Are you trying to
manipulate the
pull it?
flames in any way with like?
Can I fucking do this, guys? Please. Can you trust me?
I'm gonna get burnt to death.
Crispy.
So,
I would be the first to warn of messing with fire, not of your own control.
You, Aiden, should understand you spoke with the stone, and it's telling me that this is the right thing to do.
I doesn't say anything. He just continues to look at you. He's not gonna stop you.
alrighty, timer starts now. 30 seconds until whatever happens. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20,
Jin holds
18,
his ground
18,
and tries to absorb the
17,
fire.
16, 15, 14,
Wait, I
13,
completely missed all of that.
12, 10,
He's counting down for you guys to decide what you're gonna do.
7,
I'm not gonna stop you.
Getting as far away as possible.
4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. So, with that, the delayed fireball goes off. Jin absorbs this as he is sitting there holding it. So it is 47 fire damage as Jin lights up as he holds this fireball as it detonates the immediate area around him. At which, I believe, with the redstone, you should be fire immune, brother.
Yes, I am.
Oh, with that, you see, even though most of the area around Jin is completely scorched, erased, burnt to char and ash, he himself is perfectly fine, as the gem glows beautifully in his armor and starts to almost glisten and sparkle like starlight.
Wow.
See, you guys don't fucking trust me for anything.
He said the words delayed fireball and my heart dropped into my head.
When I heard counting down, I was like,
Running
ruh.
down usually is a sign to run.
Basically, always.
Basically, yeah.
God, if I have to get one more time for this fucking cat, I swear to God.
How long was that fight?
He's just like,
Nate
yell that
over here
Saki.
sounded like a father about to kill their kid.
He's like, I swear to God, if this kid one more time,
I know.
Fuck this cat.
you sound like the only father, Nate.
So upset. He's such a bad boy. Stay out of the trash, idiot. God.
You have to rescue him from it every day.
Every 5 minutes.
All right.
He screams the other 5 minutes.
So
Fuck.
the entirety of that combat, if I recall, was about 5 rounds. So 30 seconds. And then after that, it was another minute. So a minute and 30 seconds had passed.
If I disband my armor now, do I get the full cooldown?
For the full cooldown, you would not. It's not past a minute.
All right, so I take my armor off of me.
And I will.
Well,
yeah. That will be perfectly fine. Alrighty.
oh, where'd my tiger token go?
I admit, Jin, that is not what I expected to happen.
Somehow the stone spoke with me. I could feel the burning in the inside on my armor. I just hear Saki. Freaking Saki.
Well done, Jin.
Ugh, you might have felt burning in your armor. I feel burning in my anger. Fuck, Jesus Christ.
Wait,
Sorry.
how's Kupo Shack?
Oh, wait, let me stand over Kupo Shack and be like, you got knocked the fuck out.
Oh my god, please. Please do. Oh my god, it's too funny.
You're breaking my heart, Smokey.
Can I attempt to save the Emerald Knight's life?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'm gonna healing word.
Can I use one thing of lay on hands on my sister so she could be unconscious? Like, come back from being unconscious?
I already did that.
Chloroform
Oh,
lamb.
you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gave him 14 HPs.
Oh, okay,
Why?
cool.
What the fuck?
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
How dare
You
you?
get a
Drink,
tiger high
drink,
five.
Drink, time to drink.
So,
Shot time.
You guys now are aware I'm immune to fire.
Jin,
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna cast Fireball centered on you so much now. You
Does-
better not
Do that.
absorb all of it.
Do that.
If he's immune to it, you can just be like the entrance wall. You know, you just like throw fireballs at his feet.
Basically.
Yeah, now when we light rooms on fire, he can walk in there and double.
Or magic dramatic. Whoop,
Cheers. Bottoms up.
bottoms up. Wait, I'm still trying to get my drink.
I don't have a drink.
Too slow.
Yo, she made me a lactose-free milkshake, and it's bad.
The fuck?
Are you lactose intolerant?
That sounds
Sure
very
How bad is it?
oxymoron.
Like, do you can you not have any, or is it like if you have some medicine, can you have like pizza?
It depends. I take
Nah, he is
lactose
super lactose intolerant.
pizza and certain things, but it kind of it doesn't make it go away. People are confused. They're like, it just makes it better, right? No, it just kind of pushes people a little later.
No. My condolences. I'm glad that you found a milkshake that's delicious.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything's like coconut milk and it's gross. She found ice cream. I like
Nice.
I have a
first
drink.
milkshake, like a proper milkshake, probably like over 10.
I gotta find some lactose-free ice cream. It's been forever since I had good ice cream.
honestly, vegan ice cream isn't that bad, but everything's coconut milk, so everything tastes like coconut no matter the flavor. Which is
Yeah, no, I can't do coconut. I'm like, the taste puts me off. I wish they make almond milk ice cream.
I love coconut flavor, but like when you're trying to get a cookie dough milkshake that just tastes like coconut.
No bueno.
You know what I miss? I used to have a special before I became intolerant. I had a special over at Cold Stone Creamery.
Ooh,
Where
I love that place.
it was the birthday cake ice cream. It was like birthday cake batter, something like that, with a mix in of brownies and graham cracker crust.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
It's
Sounds like fucking heaven, bro.
brand lactate and milk and all. They make their own ice cream, so you can
You know what I miss? You guys.
Guys, when are we gonna do our like get together at a cool looking tavern again?
Where the Rona is gone.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, when the Rona's gone.
Maybe never though.
It will be. It will happen.
We can do a virtual one.
They start Zoom conferencing.
Yo, can we do that? Can we do a virtual happy hour?
Yeah, we
I
could
mean,
do
I'm
that.
sure. I mean, we could put fucking webcams on now and like drink, but some people don't want to drink.
That's true. I mean, about the webcam talk, I'm totally down for a drink.
Or why don't you have one, man?
Oh
We're
well,
in the year 2020.
I've got my energy drink. That's why. So
Ah.
I'm good to game all night. But if I put something in it, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, I slept till like 11.
There we go. Alright, the rollable token's finally working now, because I figured out what the hell.
It's funny though because I woke up today and it was like 9 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sleep for a little bit more. My boss is not gonna call me. As I close my eyes, my boss calls me and I'm like, oh, great.
Shit.
Always the way.
I'll have to plug in my webcam. God damn.
Dang.
Where's the Medusa check? She's still.
So, after this fight finishes out, Fervor is healed, but he will be still out after such traumatic damages for 3 hours. As he is not like the rest of you.
He's not a player character.
It's true. He suffers the NPC rules. He has been rescued from death, but he will still suffer the state of being unconscious. Dia looks like she's visibly shaken, but just in-games rules, so you guys know lesser restoration can cure this form of madness for the time being.
Hey, I have 1 second level spell slot left. Hey, Dia, come here, Dia. Hey.
Wait, think about it first. Could a hug save her or does she need lesser restoration?
There's a hug.
She needs a lesser restoration.
We're trying to save them skill points.
Hold on, wait. Are you so? I could cure Dia's alcoholism with lesser restoration. Does that mean I could cure Rain's alcoholism with lesser restoration?
No,
No.
because
Dia's not alcoholic.
if
Whoa
it
there.
it was
She's like, whoa.
You have to admit you're an alcoholic.
No, right. That's the first thing.
Who said there's a problem, huh? I never said that there's a
Oh
problem.
shit. Oh.
if this madness was allowed to go on for a week, it would require a greater restoration.
Well, let me do it now then.
Wait, she's my responsibility. Let me see if I have lesser restoration.
You might.
Okay.
I do.
All right. And then I retract my lesser restoration cast.
Yeah, we're gonna
Here,
save
give my
yours
fucking
because you're a lot
spell
more
slot back.
powerful.
Pull
So I'll
the
use
spell
mine.
out of her.
Yoink! I like go to heal her, and Jin is like, "Wait, stop!"
She is my charge.
Your spell slot is a lot more valuable than mine.
Whatever could you mean? Blink, blink, fireball, blink.
Oh, you're gonna lose a spell slot for that.
Oh shit! Oh no!
casts
That was probably
Fireball.
So,
That's probably
DM
the
God.
most shit I've used.
Yes.
So now that my stone has awakened, is there anything I should know?
So especially with the realization of that and realizing that your armor has almost a radiant glow to it, almost like if it were infused with fire itself. You do maintain the immunity to fire, so long as you're wearing that armor while it's embedded. You do sense that there is a small, soft thrum guiding you in the direction of the tower that was told to you towards the east, towards the oceans, as if it's calling for the other counterpart.
Nice. And is that on our quest log? Let's see.
So that means there's a weapon there?
Yes, there's a weapon to go with this armor.
Mhm.
Go to the temple in the east.
And we still don't
The
know.
Temple of the Ocean.
We still
Weapon
don't,
for red gem. Ah, haha, it is there.
and we still don't know how many there are.
That's true.
Different sets of weapons and armor.
You're still
Do
trying
it. Wait.
to catch up to get the other gem, though. aren't
Yeah, the Shishiniki messenger. That's
Yeah.
what we're after now, right?
So we got to finish our night rest and get after this guy because it's still like the middle of the night.
It's true.
Yeah.
Also, if you were to invoke the Jin, especially after eating a delayed fireball, which actually has awakened it in a way, and which Rotonapar is awakened in a way as Shadow Eater. Yujin, when you do invoke your armor, those who are not your allies would receive 5 fire damage flat for being within 5 feet of you.
Ooh. Is it like a just natural 5?
Just a flat natural 5.
So it's like flaming sphere. If you're around it at the end of the turn, it just take flat damage fire.
Correct. And for Rotonapar, for the creatures that it did consume, obviously it has gained its own strength, but also eating an emissary, a harbinger of one of the abyssal gods, has definitely awoken and was able to actually sense abyssal, abomination, and fiend alike, like a divine sense in a way. And
nice.
be able to not only banish them, but if, depending on what level they are. Fletch, you can sense, has definitely been banished, though his power was consumed. The lesser creatures were outright destroyed.
They banish, they just go back to like their plane.
Yeah, banishment, they would be going back to the planes. Rotonapar destroys them, depending on how much strength he is consumed.
So Jen looks at Ramus and goes, "That can help with Pelgrim." As you stand there hearing crickets.
Cricket.
So at this point, Lorena will approach as she sets down her gold crown mask over her eyes so she does not petrify anyone by mistake.
Oh, kind of.
I know it is still an unknown subject, but I would still require that the small one comes with me.
Why?
Tell us who sent you.
Dead Mother Helgrith.
What are you going to do?
We intend to send him back to his plane. He is not of this material.
Half in him.
Can I insight? I have advantage.
Yes, you can.
A 25.
You can tell that she is 100% telling the truth, that Kuposhak is not of this material plane. He is
And that
from
they
a different
They intend
dimension.
to return him to his
Correct.
place.
Does he pose a threat without whatever was in him?
It is not for me to say yes or no, but he still carried that creature within him for a long time. If you were to take him, I would still recommend someone with the ability to banish a creature back to their plane.
Well, the sword's pretty good at eating them.
If that is what you wish.
Is there more in there? Can you tell? Last time we tried to go in, gave someone a headache.
I would be willing to attempt again.
I do not know, but considering that which was controlling him would have altered the mother's vision, the most I would say is that I would meet you again, at least in more peaceful terms, to discuss it further if it were an issue to arise.
See.
Well, what is the majority?
It's worth a try.
As
And if Iden does go get a headache, we could just bash his head in with Heartbreaker.
I would rather not have that occur, but I'm willing to see for the sake of the man. Or halfling, as it should be said. So I guess Iden would walk over and attempt to probe his inner deep thoughts. Is he alone in that head of his? What should I roll?
Alrighty, so you have advantage on this. Obviously, going even deeper is just kind of a contested intelligence at this point.
Okay. 15.
Alright, and obviously make this public. Alrighty. So, especially sinking deeper into it, there are two voices, but obviously you could tell Ku, being in the state that he was with Fletch inside of his head, seems to have definitely left a remnant of kind of a psychosis, where he speaks to himself. At the same time, you hear one reciting spells, and keeping them in orderly fashion. And also, as well as a list of things that need to be stolen, kept, and all the so forth. The other one is listing off cooking recipes, and everything that his old master Vex would like. Between bread, butter, lemon, chicken, herb with rosemary on top, cornbread or cornmeal turned into bread with a little bit of honey drizzle as well. A little bit of squeeze of fresh citrus.
Yeah, Iden, staring off into space, starts to salivate.
So, as you do probe all these memories, you actually do get a little bit of sense of all the sweet smells and cooking, and that he used to have a Heward's handy spice pouch that he used to be able to flavor everything between garlic, thyme, tarragon, paprika, all of it. And you start to see that he has actually had a much more depressing past as you get to the further parts of it, and realize that even though he willingly followed a free male slave of the Drow matriarchy, known as Vex, the wizard, from the Sword Coasts over in Faerun, a material plane you've not heard before, you also realize that he himself had fought against dragons and returned to the city and studied these wizardry spells with his friend/master that he used to just cook for, even though they rescued him from being buried in the earth up to his neck.
Jesus.
And even further beyond from that, because people didn't trust him and blamed him that bandits attacked the cart, is that when he was a slave that got unfortunately caught by Drow near a cave and served in Castle Nuktakrot in the Underdark for many a years alongside his other siblings that very clearly are now dead, even though he had hoped to return to save them one day, are very well and gone. And so you see that he had traveled the world as a mercenary, between wizardry spells and extremely skilled arcane tricksters of the menagerie for, well, the Harpers.
Oh shit, the harbors. Okay.
You can see that he did have good intentions, though he himself has never been quite stable. And highly effective in combat, even to the point of, at one point, a flash memory of riding a dragon before falling off and the rest of his party catching up with him in the Green Dragon Den.
Damn, that's a lot. So this is a very fractured mind with a lot going on in it.
Yes, you can see that there's the one that's the very militaristic, organized, well-kept thief and wizard, along with the very homesick but happy-go-loving cook, gnome, that misses his family. So he cooks for other people that travel with him.
Can I try and bolster the happier, more positive side? I don't know, like
try and suppress.
Bring one to the front. Maybe not suppress necessarily, but like he's split maybe 50-50 now. Try and pull one up a little bit if I'm already in there. I don't know if that's.
That would be a flat intelligence check versus his own mind, because obviously it's a lot of chaos going on in there.
Here we go. Going fucking around in Koo's head again. Oh, that's a 6.
Here I go, killing it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He just wakes up from it, just starts decking people in the face.
Okay. It's fine. This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are currently occurring.
Alrighty. So, obviously, at that point when you start trying to pull things to the surface, and especially since it's not devastatingly separated, you just get, unfortunately, pushed out of his mind. But obviously, the smell of bread, butter, chicken with honey cornbread kind of sticks with you for a minute.
Oh, tasty. Oh.
It's got that, like, mind smell-o-vision going on. But you realize he's, even though done some very heinous things in the past, obviously during fights and between dragons, he's actually been a very good-hearted person. Yeah.
You're a bad guy. Does not necessarily mean you're a bad guy.
Exactly. Very Wreck-It Ralph kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. Aiden would turn to the party and the snake lady and say, "This man is not your enemy. He is dangerous, yes, but he does not deserve to be banished for being inhabited. That is my opinion. I think he would be safest under our care." And Aiden tells everybody everything he learned in that guy's head.
It's like listening to a whole sleuth of books going on at once.
Yeah, like he's just listing all the crazy things that he found out that Koo's done. The names of the dragons he's slain and such on and so forth.
You don't know the Medusa's name yet, correct?
She introduced herself as Lorena.
Lorena, okay. Lorena, Koo will stay with us for now. Tell your mistress Helgr, if she fights with us against Pelgrim, we have a truce. Otherwise, not to get in our way.
Tell him.
I will send her the message then, and hope that she has no more visions of this one.
Fighting with you. I hope not to see you on the opposite side of our effort.
Hopefully not. I would hate to turn such proud ones into part of my mistress's menagerie.
Because I went so well for you the first time.
I give her a quick bow, but I look her dead in the eyes, knowing that I resisted her stone gaze before, just out of respect. Then I turn back to the group, and I have the dinosaur follow.
with that, she respectfully heads back into the forest, back towards where you assume is where her mistress would lie.
She ducks back into the fucking.
Right as she leaves, she hears in her head, "Maybe don't sneak up on us next time."
Yeah.
Wouldn't dream of
Yeah, she's just trying to do her job.
Aiden's got to be a
Just being
little
bullied.
threatening. It's part of the brand.
It's true.
No pun intended.
Hey.
Hey, well done, well done.
Shit. Fire bros.
Now we're fire bros. Yeah.
That
Rangers.
Ooh, get him.
Alright. So now,
All right, nap time.
yeah, you definitely get a rest. Ku is obviously healing, and obviously mentally healing as well. But you could tell, trying to bring the happier side up from the surface is not hugely hard, but still a difficult task for how chaotic his mind is. Also got to know the name of a different material plane of Faerun from the Sword Coast and the grand city of Waterdeep.
Fuck Waterdeep.
Wow.
All right. Before the evening ends, before we start to get rest again, I am going to cast Healing Spirit, and just have Rain and Dia and anyone else that's like wounded stand around it so they get the area effect.
Thalos, if we're getting a long rest, does that mean we're gonna get healed up regardless?
Doesn't that mean we have to expend like hit
No,
dice?
that's a short rest.
Yeah, that's short.
Never mind that. I retract it.
Suck back in.
Alright. Okay. So, obviously, finishing out what rest you can. Ku's back, mending over fairly nicely. You tell for this strange little fellow that his body is quite durable, and obviously he's gone through quite a lot, and especially with the split back and the mention of being subjected to drow servitude in the matriarch's castle. This would be one of the main times that you actually see that his back is completely scarred, like somebody's been whipping him with a bone tooth whip, tearing flesh away from it.
Jesus.
So, for as bizarrely happy-go-lucky as he is, you could see why is that his own mind has definitely been broken multiple times and then refolded.
Or dude's been through a lot.
He's a fighter.
I can see why he drinks.
Alrighty. So, finishing out the camp out for the night. Unfortunately, down to 3 horses and Invincible. Also have the Allosaurus, which, yes, you can ride.
No, actually, I'll dismiss it.
Alright.
I gotta recover my stuff. Hold on. It's my 2, it's my 4.
Yeah, Aiden would take first watch until his fire spirit went away, and then would go to sleep.
Jen starts to whine, but Aiden, we already took watch. It's nap time.
It does not pay to be complacent, as tonight has shown.
Okay, you can do what you want. I am going to take a nap.
You do that. Oh, I gotta roll my Wand of Magic Missiles regen. Ooh, what d6 plus 1?
First watch with I.
Alrighty. So, easy enough to say, especially after all the excitement and the chaos. the night will pass with relative ease as the sun does come up to rise. Obviously, now you'll be heading to track the messenger as far as you can.
Mhm.
For the one leading the way, I'm keeping track. Go ahead and roll me survival.
All of us, or just Aiden?
Just Aiden. Unless he's the one keeping
Okay.
track.
Do I have advantage? Because
Obviously,
I have
you're
my
on
whole
top.
party? Yeah.
So, obviously, very easy to keep track. You do see that Fervor had woken up in the morning as well. You definitely managed to keep direction. Ku actually does wake up as well, and he actually looks surprisingly happy. Like, almost nothing even happened, even though there's a giant wound in his back. Like, this is an everyday thing for him to be this hurt.
Can I ask him, like, how he feels?
I feel fantastic. I don't know. I feel like I've got everything in order again.
What do you remember from yesterday?
I remember drinking with Jin at the bar, the Dancing Pixie.
Yeah, you had a little bit too much to drink. I had to heal you. Alcohol poisoning. I expected you to be a little bit worse for wear, but I'm glad to see you up.
Oh, this is nothing. It's really hard to get moving when you have a broken leg.
Agreed.
And you can see that somehow he's managed to find amongst the forest here potato and onions.
What is it? Man's pulling taters out of the fucking thin air.
It's got
Potatoes.
You did see that he has
Oil,
mold earth.
He's
Off-
just overturning the dirt in vast areas looking for potatoes.
You do look over and you see a 15-foot area that's completely overturned.
Potatoes.
Potato and onion soup.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds very good right now.
Oh, cream of onion.
No cows
French
nearby, sadly.
onions.
Well, I mean, we gotta eat up first. Sadly, I didn't have any meat.
Indeed. Even though I'm still sleeping.
Wafts the smell. Wafting, wafting. At this point, you could see even Deer and Diaz a little wary of Ku still after what they saw. Fervor is staying far the fuck away from him.
Somebody's getting some microwave things.
Oh, sorry.
All this talk of delicious food really struck him.
May's feeding the cats.
Alright. So, obviously there are some fresh bowls of potato soup, obviously from various mess kits and such. So that Ku seems to have cooked up what he could with it. But you do have a destination to follow, even though the stone tells you
My
to go.
heart wants to go after that other gem, but apparently we were on a journey for something already.
I think the other thing was more a weapon than a gem.
Yeah.
But that's in a stationary place, so we can always go back.
It's
The
true.
gem's on the move.
'Tis true. Alright, will you start writing out?
Yeah. I thought we did. I thought that's what the survival was.
Well, that was to make sure you keep track of where it is in the morning, and then also to keep
Got it.
basically the once a day survival tracking.
Got it. Did we see the gem before it left? No, right?
No.
We don't know what color it is. Okay.
You assume it's the gold from what it was written.
Okay. That doesn't fit to the Rangers theme. God damn it.
There's a gold
There is a Gold Ranger.
I'm saying on us, there's no Gold Ranger in our party.
Totally agree.
Where's the blue one, damn it?
One original Red Ranger eventually disappears and comes back. Gold Ranger.
Golden Ranger.
Oh, shit, son.
That was the first time I ever felt super anxiety while watching Power Rangers, trying to figure out who the Gold Ranger was.
Honestly, it was such a cool fucking episode.
There is. Seriously.
Alright, so who's riding with who?
I'm riding with Invincible.
Who can ride with me?
Or is he riding you?
God.
Touche. Touche.
I can take either Fervor or Dia.
We should all be doubled up now that Fervor's horse died, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. See why Nira chose not to bring the horses in.
And then Fervor did it anyway.
He's a knight. He fights well on horseback.
He also dies well on a horse.
Not every day you get to face, everything horrible and nightmarish.
You did ask him if he could fight.
I mean, you say it's not every day when you fight something like that, but for us, it seems like it happens every day.
I mean, you are the dead-ass rangers.
True.
Yes.
Dead
In
ass.
the name.
Alrighty.
Alright, whoever's coming with me. Oh, yeah. I'll be the little spoon on this horse.
Fervor looking at the rest of the horses and all that, and the mistake that he himself did make. Kinda
Looks like you gotta walk, bitch.
Yeah, he does look to the rest of you, and he actually does say, "I'll make my way back to the town. I wish you speed and luck. I don't need to be weighing any more of your horses down. I apologize for losing the other one last night."
If you want to get a gem, you sure you get.
Well, if it is the one I am looking for, maybe in my luck I'll find you again.
We must ride.
We can't leave my sister back there.
Rain's not on Thalos' horse yet. There we go.
Spirit Knuckles, wait for me.
Yeah.
Alright.
I like that the spiritual weapon is just around all the time.
It's my pet.
Yeah, if I thought it was your pet, you would have just made like a keg. That would have been your spiritual weapon.
Burn.
No, because then I'd be consuming my pet. I don't want to consume my
Jesus
pet.
Christ. Listen.
You could be like a kung fu drunken fighter.
No, that isn't okay drinking my pet. No.
But what if it refills itself since it's a spiritual weapon? You could just magically refill it.
Alright,
What if it's a
Shannon,
spiritual weapon so you can't drink it?
Now you're making me think about it.
Cut.
No.
So, obviously, being able to head on out, Fervor, you'll see him start heading back in the direction of the Hill Giants encampment. Obviously, back to the small house that he built out, probably assuming grabbing some of his old supplies to get back on the road again. At that point, you leave him back in the distance on the road.
Right as soon as we leave eyesight, I blast him with a firebolt.
And he turns around like, "I lived, bitch. I'm a fire ganassi."
Oh God! Oh no! Oh shit!
I forgot. Shit.
Oh fuck! Well, I know I look at you all the time, and I know, but like shit, I forgot.
Oh, that brings me to an important question, Josh.
Yes.
Is my immolation constantly on, or do I have to turn it on?
You can spend a bonus action to just turn it off. That's how pretty much all auras work. You literally can just turn it back on and start roasting the entire area, or turn it off whenever you want. But obviously, it's only going to burn your enemies and not your allies.
Okay, I was about to say, because invincible is, not wanting to die.
Yeah. Please, brother, no.
I'm sorry, Frank.
Trade him out for a nightmare.
Oh God, that'd be so cool. It's gonna have to old Yeller invincible for real quick. Come on, little buddy, you're gonna have to go out back. Pulls out the longsword.
What are we doing? Brother.
I'm sorry, little buddy.
Brother.
Time to upgrade you.
Alright. So, heading on the trail, swiftly riding after this messenger. Very easily keep track of them. Obviously, they can even cut through some of the streams and rivers to try and, well, keep you from following suit. They know that others might be well on the scent of these ancient relics, especially from old. In the distance, you eventually start to see the horses that they're riding. 2 of them. You're actually closing in on them already as you reach the high point in the day, as the sun is reaching midday. You already know that you are well past the Otren line into the Shishapanikian borders. If you let them get too much more distance, they might be able to reach the other township of Chardonnay before the castle of Shishapaniki.
Is it obvious? Is either of them carrying like a case that we could very clearly see which one of them has the object on them, the stone on them, or is it like concealed?
For that, you definitely see that they have saddlebags on them. There is one soldier. It is clearly just a soldier riding beside, probably a squire, because they are not as heavily armored, and one that is a full knight riding a horse with the heavier looking saddlebags.
Now, would you say if you're wearing like full plate armor and you were suddenly paralyzed that you would likely fall off of a horse at full gallop?
Extremely.
How many horses are there?
Dose.
2. So 2 riders, obviously for speed.
As we're riding up, Aiden would say,
Hold on. Are we trying to keep? Are we gonna take these horses?
we can. Do we need to? We have enough at the moment.
Alright, I was gonna shoot one in the butt.
I believe I can disable one of them. I can hold him and paralyze him, but I can only do one at a time. One of you will need to take the smaller, less armored one while we catch up.
I believe I can do something as well.
Oh, can I can actually blood curse of the binding.
Oh, what's that do? Oh, what?
Ooh, very nice.
If it fails the DC. Oh, wow.
And
So,
I can
like,
just,
you whip your
amplify it.
blood out? That's cool as shit.
I guess it doesn't matter if I amplify it or not, but if I amplify it, they actually have to. It basically works the first time regardless, and they have to like.
Yeah. So you should do that one on the horse then, and I'm gonna do this one because it's hold person. I'll do that on the knight, and you do that on the other horse.
Alright,
Horse.
so I will curse the binding one of the horses.
Yeah, as soon as we get it within 120 feet, I will cast hold person on the knight, and if he succeeds, I'll cast it again in 6 seconds.
Alrighty, so gonna break down into a little bit of a distance race here. Put them at the top of the map, but that's not how close they are just yet. So obviously, since you see them, they would definitely make sight of you.
Can I try and... If I ask Nira to... I'm trying to think how to get close without leaving her in the dust in the event that we have...
I mean, I don't know that mechanically having 2 people on the horse is slowing it down at all,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but that would be a DM question.
If you were to have a third, it would definitely slow them down.
But with 2, it's within their carry capacity,
Yep.
even if it's Nero.
She a beefy bitch, but she ain't no fat bitch.
I love Brienne of Tarth. I love my mom.
Yeah, she's kind of turned into that, hasn't she?
I love her. She's my favorite. Does he succeed? Does he fall off? What happens to this knight boy?
Well,
Falls into the dirt.
First, not that far yet. So, initially, on the people who are using the horses currently, I need you to roll a flat d20. And obviously, a flat d20. So just slash roll d20. And obviously for the 2 knights, because obviously you are trying to keep in competition between how close you get.
It's okay. I have the rogue with me, guys.
Oh, fucking court.
Alrighty, so
Hopefully the 16 was the knight.
fortunately not, because it's left to right. So obviously,
No!
the
Damn it.
soldier does start falling a little bit behind, which he does get within the 100-foot mark. The knight still, in a glorious fashion, manages to actually pull ahead by quite a few feet at this point. So you can
Is he in crossbow range?
crossbow range. How far is your crossbow? Because he would be at the 140-foot mark.
140. God.
140, you said?
Yep. And keep in mind, you guys are racing at high speeds.
I'm very confused. Who is this knight person that we are trying to attack?
The Shishipuniki scout that is carrying one of the stones of power that we're attempting to collect.
Oh, got it. Okay.
God, whole person is only 60 feet, and I can only make it with spell sniper, and it's still only 120.
You said he's at 140 feet?
Yeah.
With the natural 20 he had some good speed.
All right, I'm gonna moonbeam him.
I throw spike growth up 10 feet out ahead of his.
Oh, nice.
Very, very nice. Alrighty.
That's how you think with portals.
God damn it, that's twice, John.
Oh, man.
I mean, technically, Kenan, we're like twins.
That is indeed true.
Excuse me.
I mean, we both have the same birthday in the same year, so we're technically twins.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Should I roll damage for the horse? So
I'm just making see if he makes the perception check real quick before.
okay.
So obviously, either way, that's going to slow them down. But this one is to see if he goes straight into it, and if he does, then which he definitely does, along with the squire that's along with him. So go ahead and roll damage as the horses are immediately caught up in this.
All right, how far? I mean, I know he's 140 ahead, so he's only traveling through like 10 feet of it. So, what about the squire?
The squire. Let me
like how much should I roll damage?
Roll 2 damages because it's going to be on the horses because the horses are holding him over it right now.
Gotcha. Oh, sorry. Fine, sorry. Boom.
Alrighty.
Oh, I could make a wall of thorns.
And what's your spell DC, Dallas?
Let's see. Just find it on. 13.
13. Alright. So the squire definitely takes note of this. The knight is immediately has his horse entangled. And at this point, you would immediately be within 80 feet of them at this point, as they are throwing the saddlebag over to the squire. Squire continues on ahead, going around the spike growth area, but the knight will immediately jump off the horse and let it try and struggle through and get in the middle of the road and ready his greatsword for an attack on any of you who would pass by him.
Is at this point just the soldier out of range? How far is he from us now?
The soldier is 80 feet.
Oh, then I crossbow him in the back.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I would firebolt.
All right, go ahead and roll me
As
your attacks.
as we're closer.
And I believe is a heavy crossbow you're firing?
No, hand.
Crossbow. All right, so that would be still an 18, which will still definitely hit. So both of you strike true. So go ahead and roll that damage.
6.
It's more for the purpose of throwing him off than
Yeah.
So for
If
that,
possible, I would like be aiming at his saddle to try and knock him off, or burn his saddle
shoulder.
and make him fall.
shoulder to knock him forward to lose his balance.
for a cult target, that would be at a disadvantage.
Then never mind.
What happens if I hit him square in the back then?
Square in the back for both of your attacks. What you guys do, you see him drop immediately, and at this point, the horse is the only one with the saddlebags. Because obviously he's not going to hold on to these, tuck them over. So
These are trained horses.
Yeah, he falls down dead.
Oh, Jesus.
The other knight is just fearlessly, like, staring all of you down as you approach, as he's ready to attack. The horse itself, let's see, which direction will it go? Obviously that. Alright, so it starts going a little bit further away from you, but at a more of a right angle towards the forest at this point. So, go ahead and give me one more roll set of d20s, just keeping it with that one horse. The other one is currently trapped in thorns and just trying to get away from it.
Oh my god.
How far are we from the other one?
The other horse is 80 feet away currently.
Can I shoot it again? Can I shoot a firebolt?
You can definitely shoot a fireball.
To get it to like rear back.
Or like in front of it even? Like not even try and hit like a specific area, just in front of it to stop it or turn it?
Alright, so for that, go ahead and just roll me flat damage. Let's see how big
I have a
the-
question, Josh.
Yes.
My channel divinity doesn't have a range. I think it's mainly because I speak words, and if they fail, it's got to listen to me.
It should have a range.
So it doesn't say a range as far as I can see.
Which channel divinity?
Abjure enemy? I'll link it.
60 feet.
Oh,
roll,
there it goes.
roll your d1.
Oh yeah, you didn't roll the churner.
I did.
The firebolt was 14 damage big, by the way.
Yeah. So you
Wow.
see it immediately horse correct.
So our horses just like stop and shit.
Invincible's running like a derpy horse right now.
Oh fuck. Alright, so it veers off of the firebolt and then kind of angles a little bit further, just going straight back towards the direction the Spinning Knights were going. Oh god. So at this point it manages to gain another 20 feet. It's 100 feet away. And you do see, as you do pass by, who would be the friend. So it would be Aiden and Ku. So are you giving the Shishapiniki Knight a wide berth because you would lose 10 feet and that would put the horse at 110 feet away from you? Or are you just going to ride by him because one person would get clipped by a ready attack? It wouldn't be everyone. So you can either go around him or just straight past him. Going around him would give the horse another 10 feet.
Go around! Go around!
Yeah, I'll go around. Why not?
I don't want them getting caught in the spike growth.
Probably smart. Yeah, I will go around. Should I move to be over there?
Alright. So, obviously, moving around the main horse, and I'll put a little marker on him for the one that's 110 feet out.
It's a far ass horse. You made it really far past that shitting spike growth.
Yes, he did. That's because the soldier made a better check than the knight.
That horse is running, even though he doesn't have shit on him.
Alrighty.
I killed a horse.
Alright.
Can I just say that? The horse is dead.
Go ahead and make another attack.
Okay.
He's at 110 feet.
That's a critical.
Go ahead and roll damage.
19.
Oh, god damn. That is actually the perfect amount.
Hey!
So, as the horse is riding, you just, in the sheer panic of the moment, you just like, fuck it, and you fire, and it hits it dead in the back of the head. As the head just kind of like wobbles for a moment, and then it just wipes out in the forest.
I'm gonna have to call animal control on Aiden because that's it's fucked up.
Pretty sure that's animal abuse, yeah.
I'm gonna take Saki away from you.
Oh no. Alrighty. So, you guys have all charged up towards the horse that has the saddlebags for these two. And obviously leaving.
Can Invincible step on the night one to hold it down?
If you do try that, he will still take his opportunity attack against you as he's ready to attack while you're approaching.
Oh, I didn't know he ready to attack.
Yeah. That's why I was giving you the option of either going around or if you go past him, he would have swiped at you with his great sword. Alright. So you're going to charge him or just go around him for the timing?
I'm just gonna go around him.
Alrighty. Everyone else, I assume, does the same?
Going around, but I am gonna level a firebolt at this guy from a distance.
Alright, go ahead and roll that attack.
Boom.
Perfect. That just hits. Gotta roll damage.
Ouch.
Very nice, very nice. Alrighty.
Is this where we all are in relation to these guys, or are we a little close?
You'd be definitely closer at this point. At this point, you can see the knight is well, especially since everything's at a distance, putting away his greatsword, trying to lead the horse out of the thorns. But you guys would be able to ride up on the now dead horse with burning hair.
Do they take any damage as he's trying to lead them out?
It definitely does, so go ahead and roll damage again.
Oh, make his life suck by blood curse of the binding him.
Alright, so he's just immediately restrained, and the horse actually drops dead.
Can we surround this guy at this point?
At this point, you could easily surround the knight. He still holds. Well, at this point, he wasn't holding it, but he'll pick up his great sword once more and just kind of hold it at the ready and looks to the rest of you. I will not fall like a coward. Come at me.
They're kind of on the ground.
No, just like a weakling.
No slaver gets to call himself brave.
Ooh, can I cast heat metal on his suit of armor?
Yes.
Can I just cook him?
Just leave Aiden to think outside the box.
As he's standing there.
Yes, you can.
Alright. So he can't drop it, so he automatically fails his con save. He takes 15 fire, and he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Alrighty, so, well,
and I'm going to keep doing that.
Alright, so, well, at this point you can all just watch as the knight legitimately just slow cooks to death in his own armor.
Without a single person touching him. He can't even make it to us.
Vibration, like, wow.
And just hits the ground.
And in a delayed response, Jin mutters, "Stop, drop, and roll." Bitch.
Wow.
Alrighty.
I guess he couldn't clap off. No, wait, that didn't work. Oh shit. Fuck.
No.
We're gonna learn
He's
these.
embarrassed.
He should definitely be more on the side of he couldn't get out of the kitchen.
See, that's better.
This guy knows what's
Talk about hot water. See, that was better. Oh, god damn.
I suppose his goose was cooked.
God damn it. All of these were so much better. Fuck. Anyway.
We can work on it.
Hey, so which one of these horses do you think has the gem? The knight's?
Well, that one is the only one with saddlebags.
Bellows, would you dispel these spikes so we can...
I did dispel the spike growth.
Alright.
Cool, Aiden would go and rifle through the bags.
Alrighty. So.
It's inside the horse. They fed it to the horse.
No. They prison pocket that stuff to the horse. You don't want to think about it too hard, trust me.
Boof it.
Wow.
We have to Empire Strikes Back the horse.
Oh no.
Fucking Christ. The absolute terrifying factors of all this. Alrighty.
We're scary. We're a dangerous group of people. We shouldn't be allowed out in public.
Yeah, we are. We work.
Alright. So, amongst the parsonage that you do search through, obviously you do find a few crossbow bolts, the few extra pieces of oil and shine for keeping chainmail and plate. You can see a few candlesticks that are, used, some that are fresh and new, writing kit, and the envelope from the Shishupinikian ambassador, stamped and sealed with the Shishupinikian seal, along with a small lockbox that is made of adamantine. as you do look at this lockbox, you notice that there are no keyholes. But at the same as you do continue searching around and looking into the letter, addressing basically the Archduke Thaumaturgist of Shishupanikian's church and temples of the Pantheon.
Wow.
Nice title.
Realizing that it was being sent back by Rolastask as evidence and proof of her worthiness of championhood and being able to receive the true blessing of Shishupaniki and being able to rise that amongst her Arc Knights and brethren. This was obviously to solidify and also requesting another 100,000 gold in the hopes of purchasing the red runestone from King Snur, and also to send in request 200 adamantine bars of the finest crafts that they have to bribe him into joining their army.
Wow. This is the request for that from the people in the army that we took over, yes?
Correct. Also with the fact of the exact location where King Snur lives, and also the entrusted lockbox. In simple terms, she almost snidely writes, "I assume this will be enough for my ascension. I will return to the capital once I have collected the second runestone for 2 blessings."
Aw, too bad she couldn't see into the future.
Hey,
I guess
now she's a prisoner with a job.
The slate, I don't like that name. Sorry, sir. Prisoners with job.
The S word. Don't say that.
Shush Paniki.
Aiden will pocket the letter and walk over with the chest and say, "Does anyone know how to open a box without a lid?" Cool.
Smash it.
Is there a keyhole in it? Can we rifle the pocket?
No keyhole.
It's made of adamantine. I could attempt to melt it, but it would take a very, very long time.
Oh yes. And no,
To get to that tower, do we have to go back through the strong?
To go to the tower, yes, you would have to pass back by the stronghold. You don't have to go into it.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to ask for another favor.
See if King Snur can crack the box.
Yep.
Alright.
We could also see if
Oh.
Kaku could open it. I don't know if he has any magic that could do that.
What are the boots of elven kind?
They would increase your run speed. Let me pull them up real quick. They're pretty handy dandy.
Ooh. Those are
This is
nice.
advantage on dexterity, stealth checks.
Mm-hmm.
You make no sound, regardless of the
Those are
surface
really
you're
nice.
moving across.
I mean, if nobody objects. Does anybody else?
No,
I'm not
you cannot have it.
I'm not spooky.
Imagine a
Not for you.
giant were tiger that you can't hear coming.
Yeah, that's right. They can't hear you coming, but they can definitely smell you.
Is that my
I don't know where
teriyaki salmon?
crap elves.
What did you say? Alec?
I don't wear anything crafted by elves.
No, no.
Do you have a problem with elves?
That's a whole other story.
I'm racist, but that's my backstory, not who I am.
We were cool at one point, Thalos. Now I'm weary of you.
So for us, by
Wary.
us, elven boots.
For you, by you. No, it's Bufu.
It's
By
boots.
us. Fuck you.
Fuck
Elvin Boo-Boos.
Elvin Boof Moose.
Otherwise, I'm laughing.
Anybody want to roll on these Elvin Boofus?
No, I've already got a good set of boots. So I don't know. Do they help you prowl or anything like that? Is there anyone that we'd like to
I mean,
be able to sneak the heck out of it?
I mean, to be honest, it does work really well for Ramus, especially if he goes into tiger form.
yeah.
Okay. Cool with Ramus taking them.
Shmeh.
Unless like Rain wanted to sneak up on somebody and just like bash him over the head with Heartbreaker.
Sneak and hammer.
I was thinking about that, but I'm always.
But wouldn't
drunk.
your
There's
plate-
No way that I'm ever gonna be like silent enough to do any kind of stealthy strike. It's just not happening.
Is all of the gold used up from the treasure hoard page? Do y'all remember?
We used the big portion of it.
Yeah, there was a large purchase before.
Yeah, we have 492 left.
Before we got into that town where we saw Captain Shen, whatever his name was.
Alright, so then I'll just tack this new stuff on the end of it then, and we'll figure it out when we get back to town.
Are we just gonna put all that in and then do it later? Or-
Yeah, I just put it on the sheet so we don't have to worry about it right now. It's on the treasure hoard sheet.
Alright.
Yeah, so we'll divvy that up later.
Already.
Now we have to decide where we're going at the moment.
Well, it took you a half day to get up with a little bit of a chase into closer to the 1 o'clock period.
So it takes the rest of the day to get a day's travel from where we were originally.
Yeah, and now you don't have to rush. And though you do have messengers dead on the road in Shushupuniki borders.
Can I dispose of the bodies via fire and leave 4 piles of ash instead? Or 1 bigger pile of ash even?
Oh, look at you decorating the street.
Well, I'm gonna, you know, I'm covering our tracks.
Right, right.
So as you are doing that and about to go over towards the horses, you see Ku like going on over. Does anyone object to horse meat?
Yeah, and Invisible like hides his head in his hooves.
Is he a horse?
Yeah,
Isn't he a quasi real semi
He's a
horse
celestial
being?
horse.
celestial horse.
He actually comes from the plains of Mount Celestia.
Oh shit! So he's like
He's godly.
the holy horse.
He's like
What is
when horses do bad and they want to pray to Invincible.
That's hilarious.
But
Is
he'll,
he actually a horse or a horse-like being?
he's an actual horse.
He's a horse god.
He's a horse that went to heaven.
Aww.
See, all horses do go to heaven.
What did a horse do to make it into heaven?
Be a good boy.
He probably won the. Yeah,
Be it-
Really good steed.
That's why there's so many dogs there.
I think all animals should go to heaven, though.
Should.
Not that I believe in it, but.
I believe in animal heaven. Human heaven, not so much.
Are we done for the night?
Well,
Not less.
we could leave off, but that's up to you guys. I don't have another game to run because obviously it's finally ended. So we can keep pushing
I
on
have-
for a while.
Oh, your late night game finished?
Yeah, they finally finished. They've defeated Stromos, the son of Amon, the titan of storms and smiles.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Storms and
I'm
smiles
ready to keep going.
in combo. I'm down to keep going. It's Friday.
I think Rain is trying to like speak up, but her mic is so low that nobody can hear her.
Rain, I'm gonna buy you a headset. It's gonna
I
happen.
already bought her one.
All right. So what's
My
he saying,
brother
Rain?
just
Do you-
bought me one today.
yeah, and if you gotta go, Rain, I don't mind stopping off here. That's fine.
No, to be quite honest with you guys, since I wasn't very active in the last hour, I've been like folding laundry with my computer open in front of me, so I can just keep rolling. I have energy.
Let's
Alright.
go. Where to? So what's close to us right now? We have the mine to clear out. We have to go to the temple. We have to.
The line
I would like
back
a new
towards
weapon.
the first one. We have to open this box, and then I think the tower is closest to that stronghold. But for the mine, we were trying to get Snur to get his men to do it for us. I believe.
Oh, right. Okay, so then let's go back and talk to the giants and see if they can open this for us.
I would like to go to the temple.
Yeah, let's do that, and let's deal with this and then go to the temple. Because we're holding it.
Temple in Otren?
The temple in the east.
The temple in the east.
Down
With
temple
the
of the
radiation
ocean. Down? Is that supposed to say drown temple of the ocean?
Yes.
Drown.
As it fell from the sky and into the ocean.
Cool.
But Kuposhak will still take a haunch of horse meat.
Cool. Okay, I guess if we all agree, then it happens.
Alright. So obviously,
Oh,
Wait, so
we
did
can
split
take
the
some
money
things
and
off.
everything?
What's up, Ray?
Did we split all the monies and stuff?
It's on the
Not yet.
treasure hoard sheet so that we can just deal with it later.
Oh, is that what the treasure hoard sheet is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our like pooled resources that we've gained from stuff.
Okay, and that are unclaimed?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
We haven't decided on who gets what.
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
we'll split everything evenly when we get to a bank and can convert it all into gold.
I really like whoever put the picture of the treasure mound. That's just really, like, appropriate.
I believe that's our glorious DM.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on, you gotta have shiny gold. It's pretty.
Yeah. Hurry
That,
up.
if I remember correctly, we first saw this shiny gold when Zari was murdered.
It's true.
Rest in peace!
And the staff was lost.
Moment of silence.
That crazy ass bird. That chicken of ours.
Tried to punch a dragon underwater when it was swimming away with his staff.
Oh, man. And then, like, Rain turns to Aiden and goes, "You wouldn't understand."
Does anybody remember the exact day that he died?
I would have to
Nope.
look at the video.
I would have to go. Yeah. Oh, it's on video. Yeah, we can find it.
I have
If
everything
that's the
on
case,
video.
we gotta
Yeah, let me go. to
gotta
the
have like an
YouTube
anniversary
channel.
of his death whenever we get towards that day.
That year. That
Green
day.
Devil.
But
So, do we agree to do the thing?
Yeah,
What
sounds
are we
about right.
agreeing on? Could I get clarification, please?
So we have two things. We're deciding the order to do them. We have this lockbox that we can't open. So we need to go. Maybe Snur can open that for us, and then once we get to Snur, it'll be easier to get to the underwater temple where we're gonna find the weapon that pairs with the red gem.
And why do we want this weapon so bad?
Because it goes
Because
with the red gem.
It goes with Jin's red gem, and it's an incredibly powerful thing that the nations of the world are trying to use to do evil. So we're taking it out of their hands. So
She
that we
sounds
can
like
use
she
it for
just doesn't
good.
want me to get a weapon
Apparently.
because she took the weapon that I earned.
Shut up! I'm asking for clarification. Jesus Christ. Alright, okay. So it sounds like we need to go get the box opened and then go to the water thing. That seems pretty self-explanatory from the way you explained it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm excited to go to the underwater place.
It's gonna be
The Drowned Temple of the Ocean.
Yeah, although I'm sure our glorious DM is gonna find ways to torture us to death down there, but
I mean, that's where we're going for my weapon, so hopefully I don't get killed.
word.
The fire boy's gotta go to the water temple.
Exactly, that just sounds all types of wrong. And I played a lot of Zelda to know water temples are a bitch.
Well, you gonna learn today.
Alright. So, Obviously, for the lockbox, when you guys do bed down for the night, because riding on back, you would have to camp out. And it is a relatively safe night, as you do hear a few sounds here and there, but nothing like before with the Lorena, the Medusa. But you could make an Arcana check or a flat intelligence check with the box.
Okay.
For anyone.
What can we?
Intelligence or Arcana with the lockbox. Alrighty. So, Jin, you actually get pretty far with it.
Yay.
It's a box.
To answer the question that was previously asked, the video of Ziri's death was posted on October 25th,
What year?
2019.
All right.
wow.
So in October, we gotta have like a kind of like a memorial type of thing.
Where Ziri
We'll
comes
get
back
drunk
to
in his
fight the
honor.
party.
Oh shit!
Oh, God.
Zombie bird. Zombie bird.
Nah, I quit. I quit right now. Gonna have us fucking fighting a ghost creature from our past. That's fucked up. It's up your
It's
alley, but-
it's only
up your
fucked up
alley,
if I don't
it's
get to
fucked up.
control him.
Yeah. Surprise! Kill your
Surprise,
friend.
bitch!
Kill your family. Kill.
You have to kill one of them to take your place back in the living. A life for a life.
Alright. On a side note,
That-
Wow.
as I was saying about the
Really
intelligence check, Jin, you realize that aside from it being magical, this is a puzzle box.
Ooh.
You
Very
get
Zelda.
fairly far with it until you eventually realize that even though you've gotten fairly distant with the lid coming close to separation with the two halves, as you realize that it does open, you've reached a deadlock, and then it has to be reset.
Interesting.
So,
Is this like a if you fuck up 3 times, you know, your account gets locked kind of deal, or is it like limitless chances?
limitless chances. It's magical, obviously, for the lock, so where it shows no keyhole. But the
Oh, wait.
puzzle box part can be attempted multiple times. You can tell it's fairly difficult. Alright, so Ramus, you actually managed to see that as you are channeling some good old magical energies into this item, you start to notice the very soft glow lines. So when you go to make an intelligence check to open this, you'll be able to try and follow those guidelines and have advantage to try and open this.
So give it a shot, or
Yeah, you can give it a shot if it's being passed around for the night. Obviously, it's the curio of the camp for the night. Koo sitting there cooking up some horse meat with a little bit of onion, scallion stuff.
I try and open this beer.
Alright, roll me an intelligence at advantage.
And I don't open.
Unfortunately not. You seem to have hit a much earlier deadlock than Jin did.
I got really stupid really quick.
You assumed you saw one step, and it's like when you're sliding the panel, you got like too eager and just slid it too far and heard the dead click.
Can I try again? Or
Yeah, so obviously, Jin, Ramus, that's two hours for whoever wants to do it, because obviously you have another 6 for camping out in the night.
I could try.
Uh,
I have a +2 intelligence.
that is definitely not for me.
do you want to try it before I roll it?
Okay. Alright, so that's 4.
Aiden breaks his finger.
Yeah, 4 down. Damn!
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, so after Aiden, it doesn't break his finger, it's not a hangnail, but it's like that point where you flip the nail backward for a moment, and it, really hurts.
Ouch.
It's not enough to, rip anything, but it's, enough to be, it fucking reminds you, every fucking 10 minutes. And then, after that, Ramus realizes what he did wrong for the moment. And barely, like as he slowly, carefully inches the sliding panel tumbler for the last one, here's a soft click, and then the top half comes off. And sitting in a softly padded silken box is a very vibrant and beautiful, though seemingly magically dull, gold rune.
Oh.
Interesting.
The material itself glitters and shines like never before, but magically it seems asleep.
What's this one for?
Anyone
I
read
don't
the
think
room?
anybody chose a gold one.
What I would take a look at it. I mean, I'm not going to turn down a bright shiny thing. I'll go over and pick it up. Hold it in my hands.
Alright. So, you hold it in your hands. You do see the symbol, beautifully marked in gold, etched all the way around. This one doesn't seem to be etched onto a gemstone like the others. This one seems to be formed from what seems like gold that was forcibly fused, maybe in a volcanic fissure. And that this is one lump of raw gold that was carved beautifully.
Wow.
Aside from that, you do feel a very, very faint thrum, like this item's been asleep for years. And it probably would take some experimentation, but as you saw with Ramesses, Rotonapar and the Black Runestone start to awaken while consuming shadow creatures, and you saw Jinns awaken more vibrantly with a delayed fireball being absorbed by it. You have an inclination that maybe the right kind of magic, or type of magic, might reawaken this.
Can I make some sort of arcana check?
That you can. Go ahead and roll me a flat arcana.
18.
Alright. So, setting this item over, it would definitely be a form... Oh god.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Sorry about that.
A form of a spell. No, it's definitely going to be evocation, but you're not entirely sure which evocation. But you know that it definitely consists of the elements.
I've definitely got one kind of evocation magic. I would conjure, I would produce a flame in my other hand and kind of not put it on the stone, but kind of just have it have the stone in one hand and have my flame in the other, and kind of see how if they interact at all, if it reacts to the flames, like Jinns did.
All right. So you hold the flame near. You feel it like it senses the magic for a moment, but doesn't really catch anything. That doesn't seem to reignite or light anything amongst this runestone. It might be a different elemental type that you would require to awaken it.
I would share this finding with the others. I would say, fire, as I think you know, is my specialty. I'm not sure what element would speak to this stone.
Well, if the black one consumes some shadows, maybe the gold one can consume some light.
Rain, can
Oh.
you cast daylight?
Me?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Well, I can just expend 1 point of lay on hands on it. That's some radiant type of ability.
It's not evocation, but you could try it. Put like a hit point into it and see if it's a healing stone.
Or I can use Cure Wounds. That's evocation.
Oh yeah, I could do that too. Hold on. Allow me. I would summon my healing powers and attempt to cure the stone.
Alrighty. So with that, you feel what's almost like a soft heartbeat spark again. It starts.
This looks like it's going to be a rain item.
As the beat of the heart of the stone starts to brighten up the sigil just a little bit. It's not completely dormant anymore, but finally seems to have received that of what it needs between healing and almost a tender touch.
Very interesting.
Even though my intelligence is low, I am pretty smart.
Yeah. My thanks, Brother Jin.
Anytime.
Are you keeping this?
No, I would offer it to the cleric, as it seems that they would have the most use for it. Would you like this, Rain? It seems it would react most to your godly healing.
Maybe. Sure.
I'd hold out the stone to you.
And I will take it. And play with it in my hand.
So, obviously, as you play with it, you get a feeling for it. You do feel the soft warmth of it. It's very homely. It's one of the most welcoming feelings you've ever had. Almost just a feeling of pure comfort while holding this. And it starts to stir up probably the happiest memory you have for a moment. Well, what would your happiest moment of Rain's life be?
Probably the day that I see my brother become a paladin. Yeah.
So,
Graduation.
Yeah, I think exactly. It's like a graduation, right? I feel like
that was
I
ceremony.
probably would be right. I would be visiting to see like how the ceremony turns out, and him and I getting shit faced afterwards. Because I don't drink as much as I do. It's gotta be, you know, occasional, whatever. So him graduating and us drinking is probably my favorite memory.
Alright. So, as that does kind of fill you with warmth in that memory, even small scent of between the liquor that you had late that night and even the soft reminder of the heavy lacquered wooden pews of the temple while you were there watching this ceremony seems to just constantly give you good reminders of times in your life and comfort.
Is this like a therapy stone? Because, like...
It is,
what is the purpose?
far as you could tell, seems almost like a hope and faith stone.
Interesting.
Obviously,
Okay.
since it's been softly awoken so far, because it was dormant for a long time, you did see that Aiden had cast a Cure Wounds into it to bring back the soft beating heart and thrum of its magic. You do have an inkling
So I have a
that
question.
more magic like that would probably help. Yes.
I was about to say, like, since, you know, with With Ramus, it was more of the when he killed something, the sword started absorbing its life and it awakened that way. With me, it was absorbing the fireball. So with her, if she put like a high level healing spell, you think that would awaken it?
Mass cure wounds or something.
You feel?
Or just like a, I think she has third level type
Also,
of healing at this
it
present
doesn't,
moment.
like absorb anything. You know, I can just call it.
But it gained that ability from a release of shadow energy that it absorbed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing kept asking me to activate. Well, it kept asking me to activate it the whole time. I guess.
But if I remember correctly, when you first started using the sword, when you killed something, it started absorbing it on its own.
But I had to like empower the sword for it to start doing that.
You
Yes.
see that the weapon does feed off of the black runestone that you have.
Perhaps, Rain, you should attempt to infuse this stone with your healing power.
Okay.
Cast the biggest heal that you could and see how that would work.
Okay, I have mass healing word. Oh, yippee.
And then that, I think, wait, because it also gets more infused with a passive ability you got for being a life cleric.
I don't understand what that means.
I'll tell you right now. It's a thing you have, Disciple of Life. Your healing spells are more effective when you use a spell of first level or higher to restore hit points to a creature. The creature regains additional hit points equal to two plus the spell's level.
So an extra 5.
So 10 in total?
Mhm. But it's a powerful healing spell. It's a very big area.
Yes, it is. So, as you do cast the mass healing word spell into the stone, you see the sigil glow ever brighter until what seems like a small spark of radiant light pours forth from it, almost like gold stars raining down.
Gold stars.
At this point, you do see it softly travel, though none of you can truly see where these gold star sparks kind of fall from the stone. It seems to start radiating out around the camp, about 30 feet from Rain. And just a small gold star shower of healing lights.
She's just getting all the upgrades.
At this point, you do sense that so long as you have this runestone here and the heartbeat continues to continue up, whenever you do activate and use this for the day, it would last for 1 minute and will heal all of your allies at the start of their turn for a D8 as long as they're within 30 feet of you.
Oh.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Can we embed this inside her armor so she won't forget it?
That is a great point.
Or in your mace.
What?
And my heartbreaker?
Merge this with Heartbreaker?
Well, maybe not, because
She's
it
gonna
does
get a
have
weapon.
it does have a gold
Yeah.
weapon somewhere.
Well, she may get a weapon if we get.
Well, but it exists. Whether or not we find it, it exists somewhere.
Somewhere in the world.
So I feel like we should just embed it in her armor.
Is this like, DM, could you describe what this looks like?
So,
In the stone itself. The stone itself.
the stone itself looks like fresh, pure gold of the finest quality that has been.
Is it heavy like gold?
It's heavy like gold. It's about the size of a baseball.
Is it perfectly round?
For the shape that's cut into, it is close to round. Obviously, it's been cut to be a little more elegant.
Are there any design or cut marks? Any inlays?
For the cut marks, they're only around the outer edges, and then also the sigil mark of the gold runestone on the front. Kind of like.
Do you have an image of the sigil?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Okay. Okay. I have it pictured in my head. Thank you.
But yes, obviously you can use that once a day. Recharges daily at dawn for the healing rain.
That's incredible. First off, and secondly, I need you to repeat that so I can write that down. That's amazing.
All right.
Wait a minute.
All right. Let me
Okay.
know when you're ready. Okay.
Yes.
It is a bonus action to activate. 30 feet
Okay.
out from you in all directions. All of your allies at the start of their turn.
Around me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your allies.
All allies heal.
Yep. Heal 1d8 at the start of their turn.
Are you talking about the start of, like, during combat, like each turn?
Each of their turns, yes. So when it comes around to Thalos, he'll heal for 8. Ramus, he'll heal for 8. Obviously, so long as they're
Oh,
close.
here for 1d8, so they will
Yeah.
roll for it. Whatever they
Right,
roll
right,
from a
right,
1d8
right.
damage.
At the beginning of our turn after you
Oh,
activate
this is so awesome.
And whenever you have it
So it makes
active,
you a
it's
pure
like-
healing machine.
Yep. And whenever it's active, it's raining small gold starlight to the ground.
That's like the best part ever.
I can feel a
Okay.
new commission coming.
Oh my god. Bonus action to activate is 30 feet around me. All allies heal 1d8 at the start of their turn, and it rains really awesome gold stars around us.
Yes.
Is this like once of the short rest or anything, or is this just whenever?
Once a day. Until obviously it gets stronger.
Ooh, so there's potential for more.
Yes.
Probably,
have a
probably the
feeling
more you
that-
use it, the more you feed healing energy into it.
No, I think the more she actually heals people, the
Yeah.
more it gets stronger.
That's what I said.
Which is counterproductive because you know she doesn't heal.
Oh shit! Who was
We're going
healing
back
that
on this
round?
one.
It wasn't Rain. It was I did. Give me that stone back.
About that.
It's already in my armor. You can't have it. Fuck off.
About that. About that.
You know, once she set her eyes on something, she won't give it up.
You're one to talk, Jin.
I know.
Mr. Walking Armory.
Listen, I just have armor that can come on and off at a snap of a finger.
Magic sword, magic boots,
I don't have magic.
magic
boots.
shield.
Wait, do I have a magic shield? I don't even know half the shit I got right now.
You do have a shield.
You've gone through like 4 shields, dude. Rain has
do I
a
have a
shield
magic
that's your
shield?
cast off.
I think
Dia
I
has
just
the
have a
shield
+1
that's your cast
shield.
off. That's still
I
magic.
think Nate's kind of jealous. Nate wants one too.
I only have 1 magic item.
Dude,
That's not true. I
I'm
have
still
2.
rocking the pike that you set up for me back in the beginning of the game. Come on.
Heyo. I mean,
Oh,
it's a
actually,
good.
you didn't set
it's-
that up for me. The bird did.
It's good shit. Who's the bird?
It is.
What's a bird? I don't know
We'll
about
find
birds.
out eventually.
Arakokun bird.
All right, so fuck King Snurd. Let's go straight to the underwater temple.
Alright.
Yeah, we opened this already, so let's go to the underwater
Let's
temple.
go.
We out.
We out. We leave. We do it. We're there. What's it like? I fight the people.
We have an adamantine box now too that we could possibly turn into.
Oh yeah, can we? I put my erotic fiction of Jin in it.
But
Alright. You put it in there? Do you just put the 2 halves back together now?
Yeah, I close it as best I am able.
Alright, well, as soon as you touch both halves back together again, it closes immediately.
Perfect. I
I
store it
am,
in my saddlebags.
And obviously,
question about what was inputted.
as you as you do figure it out, it is a DC 20 intelligence check to open it.
Bananas. What?
That or to cast the knock spell.
I was hoping Ku had knock, work. It didn't happen.
No. He did not know.
Oh.
Fucking useless wizard.
He's an arcane trickster. Thank you.
He knows wizard spells.
It's true.
He's a special little guy. He knows how to cook. He knows alchemy.
Got invisible
He knows.
mage hand.
He knows where to stab someone to kill them silently.
He's useful to have around.
Mm-hmm. We don't have
He's
a road.
he's come through in a clutch. I feel like if we go back to that town, we're gonna get arrested for stealing a fucking cart. But you know,
Probably.
We can just not ever go back there except in disguise.
There's always that.
sure.
Reminder, every time we enter a town, ask, is this the one that we've stolen something from?
The old wagon.
That we just abandoned. Like, we didn't even use it for that long.
Just left it with King Snur. Like, hey, this is yours now. Peace.
Watch him open it as a fucking erotic fiction of Jen.
What the fuck?
A gift for you, O king, to entertain you in your lonely times.
Figures it out like a week later and then starts reading the fan fiction. Like, what the fuck?
We're gonna come back to the freaking giant town, and all of a sudden, like,
Jin has a lot of
Aiden's book is a bestseller.
Yeah. Aiden's book at the front, brother sister.
Oh god,
Whoa.
this is not that kind of story.
Please
What?
tell me you saw that video.
No.
Fucking. Oh my god. I need to go find this real fucking fast, man. Oh my god.
I'm good. Whatever it is.
God.
Thanks, Dan. I'm here at Meltdown Comics in Hollywood to talk to local comic fans and find out what's in the bag. So what's in the bag?
I got a Deadpool comic.
Why Deadpool?
I just saw the movie, and it's been a while since I bought a comic, so I figured to come get some.
What's in the bag?
I think you'll appreciate that.
What is your favorite thing about Hellcat?
I love the writer Kate Leth. I've been following her on Twitter for forever. The Adventure Time and Kyridian and Marcy's super secret scrapbook. Kenna Black Blues.
Oh, it's Injection. One of my favorite writers, Warren Ellis. My favorite artist, Declan Shelby. I had to get it.
What's in the bag?
Just some Sailor Moon manga. I cosplay Sailor Jupiter.
Oh, you put it in Discord?
And how about you?
Yep.
I got some Green Lantern here. I've been a fan since I was a little kid.
I just picked up the most recent.
Oh, this guy.
What do you like about Batgirl?
I'm actually really enjoying.
But do you see World of Warcraft? Jen Delacroix, the
I
paladin.
love Black
Look at
Fury.
him.
Hey there.
So
What's
gorgeous.
in the bag?
He's ready.
I'm from Geek TV, and today we're talking to local comic fans and finding out what they're purchasing.
God damn
So
it.
what's in the bag?
It's called Brother Sister.
That's awesome. And
It's
what
called-
about
that
Brother
reminds me
Sister Crime?
the Hellcat. Ramus, remember the Hellcat thing? Remember we had that little girl customer who always gets Patsy Walker?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sister, listen to this. We had a
They what?
customer. She was like, I think it was like 9 years
They
old.
fuck each other.
And her dad came in like maybe every month to pick up a Patsy Walker Hellcat issue because she loved that character. And she actually submitted like a fan art to one of the Hellcat contests they were doing, and she won. So her Hellcat drawing was put in the back of the issue.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, she was like super excited. So her dad came and bought like 5 issues.
That's fucking awesome.
That's super fucking cute. I miss my comic book shop.
Alright. So.
Warren Ellis, nice.
I love this map. This map is so fucking cool.
Glad you enjoyed so much. Obviously, you guys were way up here. Very close.
The Shisha Paniki really pushed that border pretty fucking far. God damn.
Oh yeah, they have. But obviously, taking a few days, and after a little bit more of travel, because obviously there are not many other issues now that the Shisha Paniki have been pushed out messenger-wise, and Kingsnare does keep the borders there. You will have a few days to travel all the way back to Capro, towards the border on the eastern side of the ocean.
We're traveling
I'm
over
sorry,
100
this
miles
video's funny.
away. Holy cow.
Video's funny as hell.
Because I can imagine this happening.
They're
in
brother
the
and
store.
sister, and they
fuck.
And they fuck.
I
Oh,
could just
they're
picture
like
that
brother
happening in
sister
the
crime
store.
fighting duo. Yeah, they like fight crime and stuff.
Name Ricardo.
Yeah, oh my god, Ricardo's books. Oh my god. Jungle Fantasy. This is making me miss the shop more and more.
So, just a short, because obviously I'll be ending it here, but you guys would be easily able to arrive at Capro, in which, over the few nights, you do see that Ku seems rather happy and orderly, even though he seems to kind of mumble and talk to himself occasionally. You see that he'll either talk to a knife or a utensil sometimes, like it's responding to him. But he does seem to continue on cooking and all. Rather happy. Doesn't seem to have any issues.
So Ku is like a happy housewife right now?
Happy housewife that's fully capable of assassination.
I love
okay, that sounds about right.
The best.
Because obviously, when you do camp out, that's the point where he seems very calm. Other than that, when he's riding around, he seems like very attentive, though still crazy in mind, having clearly random thoughts, and it's almost like a person with like extreme ADHD, and they are constantly observing, looking, studying, reading, and checking things out. Even occasionally going over when he sees a patch of herbs on the side of the road and grabbing them real quick, or mage handing them over to himself. Seems to be stacking up on his herbs. But obviously we'll end off where you do enter into the... Was that?
Was he secretly a drug dealer in his other place? That's why he had to...
You can see that he does know his way around certain alchemy plants.
Oh.
Yeah, he knows how to make the opiums.
But it's also why he's such a good herbologist for cooking.
Word. Okay.
Right.
He's a man of many strange talents.
He is a jack of all trades.
Quite literally.
Master of several.
Yeah.
Stealth being one.
Yeah. Ku's awesome.
I see what you did.
I think.
Alright, so we're cutting it off here?
Yep, so just in short description. Give me the XP. I will in a moment. Just a short description of Capro, the fishing town that was described by Snur. Not too far off from the sunken cloud giant temple that is off the shore. You can see it very clearly in the distance. It looks almost like a small tower that people have either gone around, but you do see multiple buoys nearby, fishing nets and other such. Very clearly a large fishing town. Nothing too outlandish. The biggest boat you see looks like a 30-foot skimmer for heavy fishing and collecting. And you can see that they have quite a few crabs and other strange shellfish and mussels and such for sale. You can even getting into the main market area, aside from the heavy smell of either fresh or rotted fish from the ones that were thrown out for the day. You can smell, even passing by the inn and other places, a very delicate and soft scent of either butter crabs, snow crabs and such, or even some of the smaller fish that have more of a seafaring taste than heavy salt and seaweed amongst it all. And of course,
So where's the local bar?
the local what?
The local bar. That's where everything starts. You know what I'm saying? That's where you gather information and you relax.
Well,
That is how D&D works.
for that one, I can very quickly describe that as the schooner sink. A very strange name, as you see a picture of a ship clearly drawn out with a large hole bitten in the bottom of it, sinking very rapidly with one sailor at the other end, like trying to wave someone down. But you do see very clearly and easily discernible that many of the fishermen, and even the one of the larger 30-foot skimmer, is definitely there. The captain, obviously, the more respectable person of the town, probably the burgomaster, but obviously still partakes in the township's rituals of fishing and going out in the ocean. Though, on a side note, you do notice that even though there are clearly many, many buoys out in the water, there are none too close to the fallen temple that's out in the water.
Looks like we're gonna have to swim.
We're gonna try and take a boat and not swim, because I feel like there's something in that.
As I said, we are going to try to swim.
Let me get you guys go fat chunk of XP.
3K, actually 2K, 400.
So hold your breath.
2K 399.
Yeah, give me that sweet level 7.
Try not to scream too loud.
No
Wow.
That worked.
Looks like we leveling up.
Yeah, boys.
Oh shit.
Actually managed to help Ku survive. Caught up with the knights. Managed to retrieve the gold runestone and activate it, along with defeating the Harbinger for the time being before his...
Wait, and we activated the redstone.
That too. So...
Oh yeah, we should get more XP for the stones. You should give us more.
You actually do. Thank you for reminding me. That's another 200 on that, so 4,700 on top.
Woo!
So that would be the total 4,700. So obviously just add another 200 for what you currently get. There you go. And obviously you can roll hit dice if you like. And don't forget to level up before next time.
How do I...
I'm doing that right now.
Is it the character mancer level up button?
In D&D Beyond, you should be able to level up easily, and then just kind of manually type it in. You could do Character Mancer as well as if you want.
Whichever you'll prefer.
Well, character mancer's in my face, so...
I have a new feature. Ooh.
Treating a druid level 7. I don't get shit. Oh, I get a level 4 spell.
Your supernatural focus helps you close off a foe's retreat. Something we could have used. When you hit a creature with an opportunity of attack, you can move up half your speed immediately after the attack as part of the same reaction. This movement doesn't provoke opportunity of attack. So after I'm done like attacking a creature, I can go 15 more feet in another direction without invoking opportunity of attack.
It's true. You can protect your sister easily.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, sweet. My claws turn to magic damage and they ignore armor.
Oh god.
I'm really confused.
Can I just change it from slashing to magic? Will that just...
Alright, hold on. Let me go open you up, Marine.
Well, you could just put in the notes that it counts as magic, because the type of damage is still slashing. So you just say that it's magical in like the notes.
Damn.
There's like a tags thing at the bottom in the macro.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I have a lot of fucking health right now. Holy shit.
So,
should I fucking take summon elemental spirit?
Where's the tag?
That sounds really dope. I
so
think
if
when you go to
open-
edit an ability.
Yeah, so if you see like where it says attacks and spellcasting in the main thing, if you hit the
I'm
gear,
on Roll20, that's what.
oh,
Let me see if it does it in.
So for the hit dice, Ryan, you can just click on the hit dice button. Don't worry about Character Mancer. If you go into D&D Beyond, it should be a lot easier. And then obviously changing that on here would be a little bit easier. And I'll just go and
Yeah, I think if you
take
take care of it on D&D Beyond, Josh would take care of it on Roll20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So go to D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
I should probably take polymorph, right? Actually, druid brother, what 4th level spell are you planning on?
Oh, I'm checking right now. I
'Cause
don't even know. This is. I'm waiting to see for so long.
I'm torn between Wall of Fire, Summon Elemental Spirit, and Polymorph.
Cannot lie.
I probably shouldn't take Wall of Fire, because I already have fucking Wall of Thorns through my staff.
I'm still level 5 on D&D Beyond.
Should probably level.
Well, if you boost yourself up to level 7, you could just add in the things you need.
Correct.
Okay.
Under minor elementals? This is gonna take some thought. This is gonna take some thought. This is a good place to be.
It's perfect stuff.
Sister, if you want, you could share your screen for so we can help you out, so we can see
It's true.
and walk through with you.